Hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Sikasem, High Life Radio, and out is Sikasem near the Brono. Host Patrick Berfi, and me offer say because he can come, and a guest, Mr. Obeying Dakon. Every third week of the month, beyond your Sikasem, Wajuma, on the boy. Sikasem etutuye. Again, welcome again to High Life Radio Sikasem program and the Brono. Because you can come, Patrick Berfi host, and the guest is Mr. Obey Dakon. Chiamu na.
Yeah, over.
Okay, yo. Now, is it I didn't know so Ghana. It was Obey and son at us.
I don't yes you are. Let me answer you.
Oh, David, Mr. Didn't of course be a come on near the.
And yo.
It's Ghana food in a.
Yeah, you was over.
You come on, I'm saying. New York over be the plane the aqua crash you. Fire truck near you was through.
Oh, I was about.
Come here, friend. Yo, Kwasi.
Oh, Ravi.
To say your painful African history at the Bia or my
Eguzuz young.
I send you this young in CMV, Tino. Kakrabia Obama Bia for my yentua.
For Ravi, legend, your chair will be a chair at for ne I heard for so. Just send your DBA and you can the brief African history be FM and Sana Yashi Jume Dinase. Did say Kakrabia by a beshe no also your research na what's your more account. Now and at the end more East Africa for to make East Africa na as oh here to see you Kenya for and near more Mukika Swahili no Eastern Africa na nipa bebre ewo understanding be say Abrofo and I say Europeans and Africa no na Africans for cramp and I say nipa tuntum for ni nim e kwan e fa so and navigate ocean and I say epono say be de ship and kodo and BBSC in so na ye de call from one country to another and I say from one continent to another continent no na nipa bebre say e Abrofo na this ade e bae and many omundi echini because ni omunim no moka. But Abakosam MIA who said, Oko Eastern Africa, there were Swahili speaking countries. Omono, not Omutimide, a binomo friend. Then it didn't bo adding a normal friend Daos, DHOWS, either Daos or Daos, however way that you want to pronounce it. Now, Saudi, and so I BBT say ship and yet but it's something that we use to navigate the sea and I say ocean. Now, omutimi omunya suahunu bi hu say the northeast rings na said the northeast currents no etimi do move free Arabia, India to Eastern Africa, and then the southwest wind is able to take them from Arabia and India back to Eastern Africa. And it is so because nine nananum omunim sa niema we ya say no munima how were they able to have that understanding say you need ABI, you need GPS, you need compass, but in himself, in Framani Boko Sea, the ever called this part of the Indian Ocean, about the other way, so at the end back to our home country. And they were doing this thing to trade gold, ivory, iron with India, with some of these Arabian countries like Oman, Yemen, and even at some point China. And Uri the 2500 BCR. The Egyptians and then the Phoenicians, they were also into this kind of sea navigation. And on there one day, a brave more Egypt for the asem more because a more proper documentation of or more sea navigation. And there more beyond that, I'll say people were not smart, they were not intelligent, they didn't know anything. It takes great intelligence to be able to understand, say, and they were navigating this for several thousand years. And Sana abrofo and I say Europeans no eba Africa.
That's it. Thank you. I'm saying true history. I would admire every time be able to say, am I using the likes of Yorubas and Nema na first NTRC Bibre no a BBBia, Emma no deeper and say, one lemon neck will be an oka say Okaya or Quebec. It's also or check crabs was saying you can crash work. It's all the time. No, I'm say, I'm for a very sharp. I'm 14 years, I say. That's it. Say all the time with the mind. Let me see a loose Mr. Obey, but I'll back. It's yo, your topic no talk with you no idea. I say from Ghana to the diaspora, success always come at a price. Simple success come at a price. Yeah, Ghana you want the best at here for you. Any every free Ghana so no. So far as away Ghana new baby and found this in the success no and yakwa. Success and yakwa BBBia it comes at a price. Because before say Mr. Obey everybody. But before then, what I want you to like, share, and subscribe. So na program be the bia buawa. Try never be suma uniabi. Ne hano is kasem personal improvement, personal development. And no na ajumana de be ye a yisembia wa hanya 37 ya de bia me come say I go see say come de wa ni agro. When you break, that's how the teacher so at time biana when you bra wo yes I don't know. Now we improve every day biana a compound it. We say do baby no. That's a situation na woman financially no. Now we sre and san what you am fees, we sre and san what and san what me ni na be ye free. Ni na so be consistent. It is a BBB program BBB aboa also was ma onu abi. Na no ko a obetira subscribe to Patrick Bear YouTube channel. Anyway ha anya hanko kwasi can come or kwasi TikTok and kwasi can come on Facebook ne your friends say YouTuber and so Mr. Ben so ha also open that baby abefa bi ho until this time no excuse who need excuse be as obeka say especially or media minimum can kind media minimum say the likes of all these people we are crew kasa ni bia ni ba be again topic ne from Ghana to diaspora. Success always comes at a price. Because you can't say success in nature say saying.
And a topic they are not okay, for where that's it. Success always comes at a price.
Yeah.
Adebi say you can't achieve success on a silver platter. And I said nothing good comes easy. Success ye so Adebi so 200 more obefejam. Obefa challenges in Monty. A success comes at a price. A patch say and sana binya ye your nearma hold rubby bra, unipedia befem, dream befem, your spirit, everything about you. A befema and sana which mania ye dina ye can wasemono. And yet a beginning or no monqua is something that comes through a process, and then that process has its up and downs. I thought I was already na away. I thought I was a business big crumple now. Yeah, of course, na sales at 10 was a auto client. But in kakran with that resilience now, one won't say not ye into your cap price now. Price in the you whatever thing that you would do in exchange for the success, and usually is the process, and then the resilience that you have to overcome challenges.
Yeah, because you already made Jamo, Mr. Obiaba, na started. Until a question be I'll bet me.
Okay. Yeah, all right, legend. That topic, I hope say, and I've retrieved from Ghana to the diaspora. Success always comes at a price. In the country Ghana, you move bria near what Ghana near what your mindset be say, and Sunday be a medi, I just said me too kind. But Obinsu Abruchana say or Europeans almost about Ghana, almost about BD or ye perceive who say legend. See if you chrome Ghana, say per idea, what is your true definition of ED? Because you move a brain no ye idea say be per capita no the about be business be ni idea say is can millions of cities. From the Ghanaian perspective, what would be your definition of success?
Okay, all right. Professor, was a Abrofuya ne de we a billionaire, we a millionaire, a buyer. You say, you know, we shall not know die almost see a brosa can say cocoa. Man, this omudi Ibiato, so say we a millionaire. No one is a papa you are the four. And me assure say Ghana how can any public braces die? Was a go torn down is a bit millions. And as a beer, maybe 500,000, you know. But you hardly hear Ghanaians say me a millionaire and I say me a billionaire. I think sa no mano free abrofono metrics no mo issue no formula no mo issue. Nti no mo di dia to so yeso so yetete here in why is it the whole Africa be a nipa 3 nipa 5 na billionaires we go say Ghana how can billionaire ni against whose system. So and so we didn't say ye die say the opposite we will ase bia obetimi enye sika de aye Abraham obi na tua oka we didn't say we obi awe odfo it is a kind of person to a wan kasa otimi wa toto no ma ya ma otimi to o ma eko school a wan kasa wo mre onsre sometimes enye bosa kra na ogoje so enti for me obi a otimi shisha na brabo ya nyaka piase nyese wo de ne mre na ekoje sa sika no but watimi aba brabo na du ba bi a wo no ma bibre man sika no sika na ba ne nsam no do so sene de obehia and I said do no ankasa kra ne na busha fo kra be dina me say say nipa no wo yo defo
Yeah, follow-up question, Biana.
Yeah, my follow-up question. Again, my follow-up question about success. No, once a legend, who cannot say, question Bruni ne buy or no, then the metrics be about say, oh, we say, ABL say Ghana, yeah, inflation, you say, GDP, you say, but data bear crampo no or more AU to make that judgment, you know. Now, offer you to now, you to know now. Be a entire problem, especially do school do university no. You a particular scope and as a particular lens be a shame. And it is any kind and then no offer next will be a business be with Timia Bobra with Sisia Bronson Kumasi Accra. But Sanya mana or timidi D that same thing no neba anan and they are not willing to go to that. Then what is really taking us away from those indigenous systems? I so almost share more because you companies be brave, startups companies be brave, almost start here na eduman egu. Now you share or more be the or program so Obu Okrampo on school that was me team message me say and most of them is not even in complex English language but omudi eduman you to know what is our problem, like how can we drive ourselves away from say bibia kwesibo ni die na yendi so bibia kwesibo ni die na yenji ehundi na yendi na nanom so die na omo hyehye no so
so what mean Canada also over the last 100 years, so to say.
Say yeah, listen kakra. Kasa.
Ganga what mean ka?
Legend patch etunka.
Yeah, tunka.
So what mean Canada?
Yeti.
Yeah, tunka. Yeah, tunka kasa.
And the topic
the fact is okay. All right.
Kasa.
And the fact is that and since the time go for be secondary school no mun sorry buy almost shifted your BBI. Almost shifted your BBI, our economics, our politics, our religion, even our culture, our financial infrastructure, our language, over the last 100 years, I mean, tentatively. Attitude biara. He said, what dream be as now, what they Brunino no man was making. As a matter of fact, African economies, we are forced under that. Now, the sad thing is that even though it's taking all these years, no matter what they supporting in crop for Mao Castle, so no money here. And even though can come work university, obey the but say what start business we were we tip and for more table almost started the same business or baby away business next started say you bear 5 years almost started a lot of traction almost go for this garbage shame mutim bo mo homoden ya stock market be dia bo all of a sudden can come 30 years as we billionaire what tip and for more krum here same crowd na business I say will be say the discover mama na anya ye kura anya hwe na say ye so I mean we will make sure say we will scale it and we will go through all this structure say be aba be billionaire. How many of your mates in a business or Ghana almost started so significant numbers or Marco Ghana stock exchange? And as a stock market, so this homoko pesca no media blow companies, a brochure as a for say and I use stock value and a venture capital money free more for. And what you have more training be. Say it and I agree. There are a lot of, especially Accra. Boys be break camp for you, who said Yabro for Montias, they look at them peculati. But ya no movie face will be on more support. Now we go more support Yabro for the no Babishas. Now then call you almost nice, yes, you move free. But no money and yarding to me tell who be brave was it. I don't know say no in Crassiford, no more international. Mitani bidin komo onze akoko Montessori na kekakabro one ne kasa bia brofo nkwa ro kagana ni abrantie so ya igbeni so ya santini so ya kusasini one ne nadafu jina ope be 10 minutes kura na be 9 minutes out of the 10 brofo nkwa no maka sango for no mu university no mo timi bo modern so mo start business o madwe no eya no mo o madwe ni Ghana sa ene normal o musua nyina ye but what they forget, and it says some infrastructure no me tobacco. We are there IT companies we be. I know abrofo this be shame so or no say no tiase and sometimes I don't know me abrofo. E do baby no. It's going to be my ass am I am so mapa mo kura free. Enti wadwente sa me dey baby me village boy me colloquial, but the numbers, they showed them that no matter what, economic infrastructure would no. So what TSA now businesses in Kofobi build the businesses now person building. The Etimamo go and study it. And no the business now in the even says start to say Kesekurana, yan influencer. And what goes school now you so your business the so-called modern infrastructure. So, fine. Indiana sometimes, Brianna mean Kabisa, we jaw more, be brain to me anyway, because normal is now Ghana, even the government task force, the regulations, the way they behave, the regulators, the way they behave, and no matter be brain, and maybe our person will do on each other, is yell, boy, bra. And so we need maybe some political clouds around you. One and names are one as well. Make us say bintimi nyejuma, but it could be 1 out of a million. It could be 1 out of a million, which means that you go faster. So the men and amodi and antia over content. And nuntina, what to ania, Marante and Mabawa Bibra, Omoye Juma, Omutimia ye Juma over the last 15 years, Omunya school for. Omoya Moagas or Musi Muntema, or Mote frustration our system no more say. Na emu omabam. They may not be talking of the millions, so-called millions in our work, but Omukuteska and don't know one generate iseska. You know, so more Marco school no there. Yedinyamijam. Promontia said different.
Oh my God.
Yo. Wait there. If I say off kakra by BBB my experience kakra when it comes to investment and kasa. And Chibia namene about can be about investment. You see, these people are omutimi in your project be. You say, oh, this project bit me aboa ama ekrone tumpon ya yeso no say ne wo ye bibia also share also say investment be also also be part of it near. What I've realized they say it will be back again, you know, engineers and this microphone project, big projects. The first thing they do is outside per capital. I don't need to me and try say, hey, you be pay capital inside, even though she can't so. Hey, but I don't try say, at the end of my sad dream, Nipa no be grown too quiet. So the first thing the banner dream say, in your project, the project is maybe $50 million. First of all, I don't know say in dollars. I don't know say in dollars. The dollars are too so already. The too so now the first thing I buy because na say I may be a you know, the first now go for outside investors. They won't even talk to the different local investors. No, say can say local. They won't even talk to. They na man basa man for etimiesa. Na ye dey success come for.
Of a no the colonization. It's a colonization. It's the belief that will be a global standard, international standard, will be or say only Kosiano. Inti when go for working, don't know any school for. Because we share business nkofo omo enko school ni bebresa omo yom projects omo nko $10 bi free baby ha omo de nkakran no na build over all these years minim bi kra nkofo timi push omo so oh yenko bi a Liberia yenko Nigeria so me dem enko because onim the capacity but omo makọ school kakra no omo sa tra brochure no kra de na say especially in some sa kwa brochure say dem mo tia brochure makọ brochure na mo bagana mo wasa mo de just wo di obi abeka bi enu ha metiase and many of them omunya ska ni bi so anyway omunya bi you know be an mate be or hedge fund you know omutiminya bi
but the terms no we say me try no by the terms no MC we say is even a more move because we share the terms now and a more be no adwuma na be ye omo dia because me wo project
actually and omo ye now
first of all if almost how omo de omo crop ba
omo say
na e ba be ya de no
omo say ade ba ko no say I don't know somebody make idea ade ba ko no say
no je mbajo tonka
ya no mu refi say broni no ne on fa ho sa especially we tuntum on fa ho sa wono de aye sika obenya enya da for sem enye ethics dia sika obenya and obey you sue ownership ni ade nyina was balance but when say wono omokotena kakara na omoko school sometimes na maybe
maybe hadrin
and that topic in there almost on trim my
because on the other hand before so on the other hand project I make is in Crawford sometimes you can be more do na almost journey and then the money basa because
in so to ha
na ayo
dem say and I fire a friend say broadband is also say Omaji. It is
Omaji
and no crack.
Omaji say.
Omaji lightning,
okay.
Yeah. And a basa a more than because one team of a few almost so mono yepe. No more there. Then say so when your ranting be or more I business is better 20 years, 15 years. Our more control, which the money abroad for and then our own stories about creating the trauma so. Even though I play with very huge figures, it drew baby. Person much less uncommon. Maybe me a crassy, but I may also number and also on your strong footing. Say, we must take in your idea, do baby on over. This almost started so be almost misbehave. I will be to my amamako or sort is our game. So one tear say now do bring in Asia Mumma on Bemia. Of course, they will expose you to a lot of figures and big, big figures. But no interest eventually women sacrifice it. And they do that to a lot of our people. Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, almost everywhere. That is say why being Nisua. So I mean Papa Bakwa or your business or why ya could do a chilipa or hard on maba. I bet Tona expand especially among free South Africa, my expanding on my any saying was it your or one or person or Gutamusa example ma the nears or the Africans say it might be. Sometimes you do baby, it's not just would dilute to normal, there are millions in per se. Besides, one economy. What do I say? The economy also here, because they are uncomfortable drama, because a big project about Krumuha, eyes almost front two, but the rare ownership is not, they are not, they don't have the finance. Even though Mudi anymore, I'll bet John also me a big people. And of course, I mean, Womunyam Faso, the to normal Kesaka say, but Ubecomuno, a rare holding. Those who control the major stake in such businesses are not even Africans. Or just they can call the shots, and they will eventually do. And so, Major said, so why do you also now we want to say the any papa, so your Africans, near Crawford be okay, Kaka history, we are the Omujan, we yimu. A copy say, bedrew honey at the Bacano. Now, feel now, Kiabaroso. Until no more delia also because Omagas are normally trouble now. And you're for by Fishermaker.
I say, Professor Dante say, when it comes to your friend saying, it comes to project, our default is foreign investors. The minority is in parliament. The minority in parliament is against Ibrahim Muhammad acquiring our own mines, but have no problem with foreign investors. Acquisition.
Yeah.
Just say, I mean, say, Matia, you say, I'm say, young man be recently, I'm say, Eastern region, or baby, you say, it's a Western region. Sorry, Western region. I'm say, Western region. I'm say, Wakoto land be, no, the so the Kwako in the project be. I'm say, land, I'm for a ton, I'm say, what I check a crack. And I'm say, Yaman Chadi, if she say, lithium or say, a DBU, say, Mercury, say, BB piece. Dude, this dude. Almost base 70%. I'm a foreigners. Already. When you started going to just walk across when you crowd best out on the kind of class. See, you now a book who say, yeah, the mines, your Tom mines, Amma, Yainia. We have no problem. Say, but Tom foreign idea, okay. Yaimiana, ya Tom. And no dear. This guy, so send you to TBA, I mean, no match, but the minimum say, or Fankro or Momu Ye Juma. What did they mention? And found this in the TBA. And a guy we yet in your we buy no Yesika. Yeah, president of which I'm crying, no man contract that. It why are we so about this? Say, Ibu of say, or no near the other Namano. As you get him out, will be the Kobian cashew. Kobian cashew.
Go for a temp beer or more international, no matches you about time. Sangophone. One more.
Recently. And sometimes them say we are proud. Say, I say you look who say different from our own. I'm saying proud because recently I know a group here didn't come be about how be a Ghana crab to be economy. People were bringing up say, oh, I'm saying language in the country now it become language back one in your feet. There's this back home the poor food and then say a official language on the especially on Accra among food free about say on country it on the one tier see that. And I'm saying to official language in the what's an official language English. And I'm saying so look at it too. Your own neighbor when you what you say become on the but we are proud. Now you were so proud saying say English in an official language. But and yeah, just say no, but me can send you to say chocolate dream home. Say no, look, say your own you are not proud. So you see how are they? You are not proud. So because any million language in the country, you're better, but you are proud. That's what you say. A systemic. Because a idea, they are taught.
One say, any brony share, try about commuting brony kunya asante. But was san kato or more or cow mubo money asante kunya. Say nye asante nye umunia. Na wono no bene wo mo sene asante. Of course na asante ko baby koko. But me say sa de deda etrim. Nti yenuanom bebre feel say omo ben broni sene so omo ben ye. Nkoya make a choro. Even to kwano kwano mo kabom.
But say o share krana enye dia ashanti no kwa dia aka ni nyina because we share nipa eka language amount for tiasia we share can broad right go all the way to Cote d'Ivoire all the way tie nipa be brave enough for no se be broad why for ni na omo kasa no bana kasa ni na say ultimate treat yeah I can
no but why would you explain that? It's just enyeminyana enye yedia and omuhu of kana yes, but there are a lot of subsets so omono against us something, you know, and instead there what you akra ha but na also go ni guso ani oha
but maybe
sometimes okoye ebi a share obi what no especially omo mako school no or the back just on country no or yen cabrofo yeah
but we're proud so because
but the same group edru asante memo a wo mo baby bebre o ma fire o mo dia see hini so trouble because sometimes it's not good obian himself language you is about 80-90% penetration and yeah there was a discussion. Now say me who minister ba kwa na agreement then I'm say this is all
the person said to won't dream who cry say me proud say make say ba me
Debbie brofono obeso brofunum since obeso akankasa
anyway
because o catch us say but okohwe ni moja ni mu a ebe no nwanwa say ubenya akan moja wonumu more than zo benya broni moja because you know because
I don't know bibia
but root no but root no the entire ye beto ade ama yenua na yenua no be soro ye gina akohum yes identity na but ye de mabroni a ye nkohum da haye class
on the other hand so no benim say ya yes anti na ma yeso sometimes it's true say we are because project you making figures in very big it me manage to mus and can start to say metimi ayi kakra at the same time so me ko behind microphone so a figure na ni edwane it in that situation there na because emu edu
na then I was all mode wunyanya bi kura dan there na was all the mode I na mon ko de mo be so na mo wie na ye be mo dia mvanse bi ade na mo pese mo hit 10 million maybe a 10 million mo wie na oho na de ni sika be se mo betima raise 2 million na ye mo dia ade na mo nye no after 2 million betima ye foforo one day Adoma Edimochi said change now was a moye kesiasa sebeya bekobroni because measuring the measurement when you play big figures it means you're big, but who owns what is key. And bringing in infrastructure and some big figures pay some money. So they will always tell you say we are kitwa sebeya obechi chemama bibia bano. Well, a lot of these foreign companies will basically see more. In terms of square meters, so much say the locals will not survive. And you a certain measure, a certain area, square meter, Ghanaians intimate because of nobody. Eventually, the comma I want to buy a more crash be very empty. Because that was the understanding. The understanding is that let's pitch them at a level that many of these guys cannot afford. So the major ones. The same with even contractors. Classification is how no money be brain. When you see a classification of more Ghanaians be brain qualified. Until you man could do all them. Now the point is one is I don't know. Timpoben or the share. What she shares a baby on the microphones. It's as simple as that. And to be a class A, as be a this on your machine where this number of workers, especially one in Osika. When you can't qualify for that, you know. Into only send also be access to Sassikano. And into what was eventually a seeing in our because it was a support system, no. Your crowd to me breaking it down. Joya was your crowd in Fisusa. You're talking of ownership. And identity, so why me and Guajira, what they might bring now, and as all the more who are when he beje. Because of the way our first watch is no man. When you beje pass or brunini moment a year. There was a new member who cry. Okay, say, oh, wait a second and intimate you because machines need here. So, me was not be a machine 20 and go in here machines 20. I don't know. I want to share and said that the best, the strength of your people, whatever requirement I will open. Indeed, over a problem, big one.
Yeah, because me share the way I go investors no, we show more near more mukikana. As when you cry, won't show much. But I'm afraid so why I see this econo. I have the more. And this project I'm making very huge, very big, which is going to help the country. Maybe yeah. But anyway, because
technicality,
yeah.
It's just design. It's as simple as that. Timrabi omudi gu akwan bia no. Omashe that trans no mashe. So e be yimofin. What I say, but it's fair because we think it's the law. But nipa no ohye mra no, itimu pone de ehe. After all, slavery was legal.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. Now, legend, me ba success always comes at a price, no. Near Kenya, a price, no. Your identity is a price that we have to fight. Send a bear, you met crans and to me, Eddie, because near only me hono. Odi crampuna on Gini who endi. Yanshe, ya walk a quantum our hanum say. Baby to kwaya again, perception was a to kwaya by hook or crook, no, has made a midi. Obi crowd perception say, Obia two like two can be do baby to say US, UK, Germany, Netherlands, automatically on the ye di kwan so and wesi. By a share terrain now. Obi at me at a quantum for maybe 20 years, 10 years, 15 years. Obi create me at now for 50 years because of ba ebia no sir. But ye kai die pa ni ye die nyina ne se metimi asifi e wo Ghana me de ka ba kwa akosi ho ebia afinimu nyina me kodi be 3 weeks e ho na masaba back nti nipa no wotu so e die bia be 60 years 70 years but ontimi and build a system bia se wanye adwuma ninsa enkona no. And the legend, what are some of the challenges and what are some of the things that team be and I said a fire say ama I say the BBA church because there are a lot of people more going to your family, your papa, your mammy, your aunties more. What not promo but they missed the mark. Obinso Emma Kroman say that, but they've been able to build in Ghana and become extremely successful. Then also this then of course this kind of differences, you know, because it name himself to Ghana so UDA because they all Ghana son of Mark. So what caused these kind of discrepancies, you know? Obi the 70 years, 75 years of slow to no they know they are paying the price to become successful, but we are not able to see the success. We are not able to feel it. We can't even measure it. No, are they beating about the bush? And I said, what wrong thing are they doing?
In the first place, success is financial success, if you want, or holistic success. It's systemic. And it's based on knowledge. It's based on the knowledge that you have. The knowledge you have about yourself, the knowledge you have about the environment that you want to create the success in. The first anybody move here in Chelsea or Tisano. Now, Okokrana, the skill set ben or the teacher year. Maybe you want to answer support structure ban or the teacher year. Say, what to quite obey any day, or mutuati to himself a workforce. Until you say you're caught so that you're not necessarily for us. It's not for us. It's just like Bruni investor. Of course, but eventually, you're comfortable who be brave. There's a big development to grab. Eventually, so it's the same. Who's a Bruni criticize no mano as bait. And Medrin said, ye no. So what TSS still in Ghana there? Not just a ye dear Nankasano worth itself no unyantiase. What do I say? Unyantiase. There's one thing, so Bravo as a professional. Who go school now when your profession be now ye juma. And there's another thing. What see the edichichiri. It's a word apart. Many of us, the Suyan Gasa said. Me ma school kakra more skills be able to make me car, and that's where it ends. What I say, and into no free alcohol no a doctor, of course, we are very specialists but that is far from worth because will be our DBR. What Timmy Suya normal be bra. Oh, what penning dear Biachi normal beer. One fat on ton emre or the ODG or the Giska. One ton what the number of penny DNA is no be a ultimate to normal Zano no Dineska. It is all in power, baby. I've been say, wait, Mattis, the way I have teachers are no man. Win your position, be brave. Ubeti my yes, I no mana, I do baby at this Gabriel. Oh, I wasn't out transop idea. And so that's why about 99% of the wealth of the world is not in the hands of, professionals or those below them. It's in the hands of those who have mastered investment and businesses. And they don't trade their hours. They actually operate with a whole different level of thinking. And maybe say baby, I better be able to sound money, ultimately. It is a move of a coy. Now, what could be better years? Not still. The old hen nyaya is because in the first place, the old hen, yes, I know. And when you kakra was dying. But still was what called Duma. And Sana was because that is no worth. It was not understood by him. As a matter of fact, I Papa, but was here. And of our ones here. And Sana Maker was a return for no hair, come as some Kakrana Moja, and Tien come as
we are charging me, cry. We are charging me.
No follow-up question. I'm very free. The legend, oh, can you that's a success comes at a price, no. Say the price that you really have to pay is knowledge acquisition.
Yeah.
Now, what's that legend? The uncle for brains or her seminar or book or kind or YouTube videos or TA podcast. Why yes, I had enough for so many years, but still we've not really seen an improvement. Obinsuba obitienu 3 months. not when an improvement in their life. So sometimes I am say I think it's not only the knowledge, but the conversion of the mind, you know. And I say message, you know, you get convicted. Now if we are transformed because obi to books ni nyina bi. Obi show messages ni nyina bi. But then onya sao pepano etimidia to an has also become a problem. Sancrophone, how would they be able to overcome that barrier? Because seminar no book no kind messages no tie podcast no tie, but still now for maybe 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, maybe ojina no ojina.
Metma so obi a wode na koma etie bia ye bia no. Na adwen na switch. So see hunu ho switch. The confidence level is switching. That is obi a way devoted. Obi ane amana no level a obi 100 meters depth, you know. Obi so 10. Obi how a try normally bebre a check. Na construction, you know, in terms of like structure and only. Into what way no and build the structure no easily man. Because no ye normal. Obi also kura wonye bida. As a matter of fact, who could have so much? And as a teacher, needs any message wasn't a teacher. I hope say maybe send us a make me see a business. And money in that crowd of business. And his only panel, it will be a journey for him. You know, so long as so people some people will take 1 year, some people will take 10 years, some people will take 20 years. But you still will get closer because you started. So once started crowd and Obia, especially school phone. A school for no dear omono ya training so compare du mo enti wono no wadi be 30 years won travel that ubisa skill set be part or wow obetimi de aye bibi de aye ya. Many of us have, when we completed university, we didn't have it. Any technical, any problem that you could easily solve, technical, whether I'm construction site, maybe I will be easily bit my electricals and also bit my plumbing. You know, how many university students in the construction industry? I can't just say easily know these skills. Or bit my call, let's say, maybe apart from construction, automobile, for instance. How many of us have any technical skills anyway? There. What I say. So the only two that may be available to us is maybe just going out to sell something or trying to build a business. Many of us, we don't have any skill at all. And this all started with sometimes it hit you so much so you don't even know where to start. And so one point is, example, you just have to continue to learn. Okay. That's all that I would say. Because we started learning, reading so many times for years. For years, from let's say from 2000 to now, that's about 26 years. Searching, and we even had to decide which path that we would take. And I can tell you, whatever that we are doing now, a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors, you know, things that you didn't foresee. But with the reading, you still have the strength to keep fighting. Because now, again, you have mind on your own, or mind of your own. So when you'll be there, it's difficult for you to have that mind and self-confidence to keep trying. What I say. So the financial knowledge, the business knowledge, the self-development, the history, the technical expertise that you're building. So when you're results now, it means that it's just a journey for you. You can't stop. Especially if you want to succeed. If you want to be average, then you don't need it. What I say. So maybe who said you can say now you say me treaty topic be financial development. When time I hit me, sometimes many of the topics me try to share the AIO. Then I get proper understanding of why it should be so. Then I start to link it to many people that I know and their journey. And we do baby our team says, I join and shift here. Abrabon shifted that. And many people are joining and sparking. And Obuha is not just one seminar, the Bemina sparking. Obuha nye 2, Obuha nye 3, Obuha nye 4. Until self confidence never at a certain level, I want proper understanding of whatever you're doing. You're not there yet. So, Kiyosaki mu books in America, 4 books, be brave, Brian Tracy, all these pastors' books, we really be brave. When we were doing business, we were committing a lot of errors because we were thinking from their position. But any tools there, they fighting on the ground. Did we stop reading them? No. But feature free moon said no. Maybe we have to balance it with the but say a giant or council again. Maybe say continue to study and stretch yourself. There's nobody playing at the big figures who has ever relaxed on knowledge. No, never. Even those with big, the people that you hear their name. I don't know what kind of questions or every time. That's knowledge acquisition. So that one is non-negotiable. Unless all you'll be out the area. And we also address our skills now, it's just that you were able to steal it. But be free one, sir. But the ultimate building, the emotional and psychological level will match the ultimate building. It says the way you relate with money is different from what the same ska. What do I say? Because the only says can one word in the answer a chichery, but of course, no one a demand and papa demand. It's not the same. The guy who it makes people have a very nice cars, normally a bus stadium. And it might do much, yeah, might be a DH. But in your money toy, what do I say?
What kind of go?
And you want a toy, never want a toy or the man, which is okay. But Nimdiana ne papa one or the chicken and emotional maturity, the growth. So Branton be do sa level I just want to go chicken. Yeah, so learning is the seeding.
Let me see, it's key, it's constant.
Yeah, yes, you can negotiate.
That many are but can we all become business owners or employees? Is success only when you own a business?
Own business will be question or the two.
One.
So be an employee,
okay. So meet me answer there. Yeah, African crowd any so be questions we. Otu ani a awo mba krom ye nyina de no mo kreti ownership ya adwuma ma obi a wo wiase except for us abrofu for millions of us akoya adwuma mo say there's no way Europe be develop without African slaves and African wealth. There's no way America be develop without the number of Africans on fire akoya adwuma all these years. Free labor, technology, all the stolen wealth. Into yes, of course, we say a year because all of us cannot become successful by owning. Wealth is ownership. There's also a year Juma on your salary. Adibu I know be a year you watching yet. Now, Ochina, a palm of Fred Juma, and I'll bet the can say. What I say, we pay no how many people are paid within 10 years. Any so year Juma. The numbers you won't see them. You won't see them. Sikani be a hunibiano minimum. Whether it's in Ghana or in those countries, there's significant money. I won't mean me 1% the grant. Until they also buy a Jumana say you have 5,000 and you'll be a debate media over. Perfect. Trahosa. Now, this is the years there's a call retirement. Now, won't mean call because your mother pension over the man on the as my can you be doing.
And I don't know what you say. Oh, the concrete would you? Maybe what you say. Hey, because you see, I quite remember said there's a similar question where the person was like, "Oh, what about a CEO that is being paid?" That's CEO, no. Your man shares account, ownership.
Yeah.
Oh, and they said the worker CEO no on first says this kind of sometimes the CEOs credit their money no is kind of them on credit the allowances near their own more. They invest those things no. It apart from the urban or investment ever passively on page and sana but either they are you can still be employee but you have to invest.
No is CEO
I would only see you cry. The bit say. I don't know the say be employee be sometimes more for Casason. Nay business around the be employee. Was would ye because Bible cracker said there's always going to be what the poor among you. It's no dear pro dear. I don't know. Some of the besides our questions the power.
We all become entrepreneurs. Yeah.
Oh, say. I hear no can some mama one. But conversation be what nipa no nduru ho.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you know when you say level of conversation, also is these statements are premised on the level of your financial education. So what sika sema se paya question do a misa because we had sika for so etete mama. They train them to manage wealth. What I say? They train them right from the beginning. Because woman says will be control, will be car control. They know it.
Kwame be a man that.
Example for no museum as I know man be brave no Ghana former Cocoa school. Be brave as uncle for Africa former Cocoa school. Sebe adwene wo menya me ka me simi dan ma ware me ko holiday for no. No. Oh. I think a condition no bia enti se nkrofo fifa ye dam on ye go di ye hu o nkrofo bie nwuma fa ye nkrofo ye hu because abire bi me kai uma ba ko se na de obi destiny ya me dia ndi this nkrofo na chi dia ye be ka fom na so obi kura timi ka se kwa me nkroma kura pre no ho no koje independence o se nka nkrofo no transfer sa you can imagine. Yeah, so a level of conversation and sadly the workers are bizarre say maybe
or person or a discussion be person have in the two.
No, but you know maybe so bizarre. I said the calculus no be is what about 1 + 1. Where's our drop conversation, you know? I don't know thing. You live in a country.
Baby, I want to notice discussion and yet that kind of discussion I see.
No, you can. We live in a country where you have over 500,000 junior secondary school every year. Just about the same number goes to senior high school. Let's say half of them will go to university. So every year you have a workforce of at least 500,000 with minimum education of senior secondary school. And you are telling us that one businessman and to have employer. Was it brony and for employment in my we has no? Then panty we has a mobra. One a Maya or more far slaves. They are the ones who have built economy, telling people not everybody will be a business owner. Because 90% of them must depend on salary and pay taxes so that the system can run. Why is it that business owners hardly pay significant taxes? So it's a way to run that business, that system. And they are convinced, so they have given you the same education to hold that argument. What does it? Because the number of people I need so much free. Not in financial education, what education school, you're just trying to manage your knowledge. And internet be TV entertainment will also know. They are trying to numb your pain. It doesn't go, but they manage the pain. And you have a credit card, you have a house loan, you have a car loan. Now we are juvenile team 50 won't mean that because you have been told that you'll be able to build the wealth. Because the numbers are there. Right? If you pick the average trader, salesperson, the average entrepreneur, this in the lifetime, very few employees will ever see a fraction of it. So you cannot discuss wealth and be talking about salary. They don't meet. Oko edum sesi a ko help traders no. Ko help mo. 100,000 wo ye employee a wo ye ma 5,000 wo bo se no. Who sister na wo ton broni wo na wo mu no. Say 5,000 no every day. With all your certificate I would de na ye ma 3,000 wo 20 no. No what ton or fa what ton. That's the kind of
Mr. Ben, such a person. And yet, book the end I recommend the man.
Of me recommend him over.
I'm saying book. No, I recommend the man.
And they were recommended.
Constantly perspective.
Perspective, right? Yeah, perspective. Yo, that's a really perspective.
Yeah. Now, of a better patch of movie,
that can come. Also, bomb pay the actually, man.
Of a better patch of movie, can crack out. On say, me, Tibia, ye, who near Pessy, who you envy, and so you dear chilling, kakra, but now me busa question, me say, is there a coincidence, or more medi, our brabo, make a idea, menka, stikam, like life holistically, but. Let's look at, and the truth of the matter is there are two problems, a money problem and every other thing. And usually, also who sika the new year, and they fall into place. You either solve it or you minimize it. But me who say at the phobia brain omuton bibi. And also you move you can say start your own business, become an entrepreneur. Also again, bro need definition into who is entrepreneurship near say I have to get an office, I have to get an employee. I have to get an accountant. I have to get this. But yeah, my no so be your friend is saying, or what she said near my table so or that person is running a company.
Yeah,
that person is running a business. Yeah. But I no, yeah, we've been trained not to see that as a business. But you come upon hold economy near oton ebia tomatoes we feature on. They are also entrepreneurs. But who is say near no be a Juma office now or employing microphone or no entrepreneur. I think and say one notion we have to really overcome that.
That's right.
We really have to overcome that. And yes, I be dear mindy onu business say bibi kesiye but oni say be any paycheck ba ni man tem ho no ebia from a ho etukuru mekwan wa amanfo nante koto aduane nti menu anwa mo anwumre. It's a business that you are running. You don't have to have BB to say, be a watcher branch, I will be a restaurant cashier. It could be just on a table. One lady be auto Indomie legend, you'll be amazed. One Indomie, just table kit to where so baby or crown, a bassy be a coin more. You beat me up, Hamon. Or say if you're no begging in dine and him at the year. The lady has been able to run the business for so many years, sir. Or no, so any mistake, or and he said, oh, yes, canon. Or discarding in our cura at them. Which me anyway, it's me a pijada and cassiers your but a man who and I'm telling you that at the end of the month, this car will be a banker. Because she sees the money every day. Imagine she's seeing ABA 500 CDs every day. 500 CDs every day. But I was saying, Sikana, Onyani daily, O cow de maybe a Obinyano Bosimba, Asana maintenance, she has surpassed so many bankers. And that is one thing a banker be who ya or say or not just business in a biggie bread.
Yeah.
Or here's Sikana when every daily sales of bread. No, say nah. My giant banking, not a bank, but my giant banking, And this thing you're able to make this bold decision when financial knowledge, was through into one of the favorite historians, either Harry Clark or Frederick Douglass. Now or my seminar or my lecture no be busa question be one answer no or catch and say so okusia edu achiri or do a certain level or no beba form no ababa answer no one or said like he didn't answer or can be ref me or kind but he didn't bother to answer or say the question that he's asking shows where he is coming from. So do sa level no dinner. Then they will sit at the table and then discuss. So a mindset, is the mindset legend, is the mindset. And maybe the media bear example. Like I said, I don't have millions, I don't have billions, but me take bold decisions and me ton bibi. Niamana me say me ton na me shedden nim sales on she. I'm like, that is one of the skill I made to machine. It will make me successful. I'm starting to me ton. Is a minion one advertisement because asa inti niakano stock here, then we will continue and kakran. A small money will make us a small money, but if I measure it in percentage, legend is over 100%. That is how I measure the main share. will be millions because will be the 10,000 say maybe they be 100 cedis and $100. Why do I have to go and measure my success with unknown metrics? No, to me measure me there no depending on me my who and then kakra no you will still.
Because as me okay. Yeah, when I'm some for you very, very pay attention to that because a idea about quite higher power. You see, when you cast business, you know, if you say Amazon or say Walmart or say your friends or say Kwame, the way you know, could be so say Kwame says the infant was started free. Or more minimum number catcher, so started so ton singlet to raise. Kwesi, or any Juma Kama, right? I pianica and so ton baby. And because he's so from saying, entrepreneur.
Yeah, mini office, but me entrepreneur.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I say. I face sales in Baby Super say what or quite mommy agent. That situation, Otimi Jai, no move on. Oh, Tiama for me said a dear Bakwe higher pie, especially community near Sadeno. Yet business if we say, oh no, and enemy them come home. Because to be honest, there was a 90-year business and Sunday I have very successful now. Business interest was so yeah Amazon. Business interest was so your Home Depot. Business interest just so yeah. A friend said just say was a big answer. Because my no tone tools was nutritional. And what the share in American school. My man no tone and what the share in me school. What is the major? And what the share in me school is a big time business. It's I don't know the business pay. Hey, they was say it was a
venture capitalist.
Hey, venture capitalist no more boss and yamana kesi no kwa ni na obi na in there. Oh, T, Masa, calm down. Let's see. So we enjoy you to car. Also, be to start to be crazy. No, and she.
Mama, we made the who say, "O mama, you want to me on day." Me on day. Me on day to do. What I say, especially since we are school, me man, when you do my you take 10,000. This is a little bit more to 9 shoe, bit more to, bit more rent will die. So there's that with my worry. So there's that thing is a way better. And I think almost they take it through all their life. What I say? And until ye dear Casano, you know, omuntensia ye dear. Because we said, me, we are school. My near Jumana, me say me go try. Me name more, me shoe, baby cry. Just that's right. When foot thrown now, one nam have 50 till. The over talk, be quite all the befaka crowunya. What I say? Sap pressure and the panefumuno. What they are training me into a from bear 10 years, you know. Wow, no, Sabe, Oka Juma was it about Oti, your friend is saying. Air conditioning. Life cannot compensate all of you the same way. It's not true. Because one took a lot of heat. What does it? They said the ordinary quite casual. Now you're too moderate. We can't glorify all of you the same way. No, one paid the highest price. And so I think that life is the price that you pay. And many people who are addicted to certificate and job, they want the benefit without the sacrifice. It doesn't work that way. Despite more the kind of heat that they are taking, that's why they are where they are. Because then the heat and the skill development compounds over time. And those, I can tell you, they are directly correlated to the wealth, the amount of wealth that you can create. And this is one of was the audio as a crocro kakra and for some crocro kakra. And that's a fact.
And you pay.
And you pay. So, and this is I can come to was me person started IT company. Oh, if you watch us the first 3 years, we could only be creating. But when you know about a boom, now they will 1,000 workers. He's a billionaire, but he had to take that hit. The same can say, okay, I have a job here, let me do this. He will get the hundreds and the thousands, the billions, he will not get there.
Right.
And that is what our people try. They want say Ghana in one pet controversy, one pet pain, one pet a crocron was saying, meaning until I'm going for grade Johnny. Or Pesica, Abra won't build the Adeno. To also call ya Ghana sick and what fat. What fat? Because the entire saying is there, or being checking a bit anymore. It's not true. It's not true. People who are able to build wealth, they have endurance. So and which it touches your boys in the breza boss will be we are no heads or to touch it only over the thing what did that a tea job was no way for actually.
Yeah.
It's you know NTS
yes some mindset is a business.
Yeah, that was you know NTS and yes answers man they are attacking him or he's just addressing the issue that we have with the masses. Yeah.
And you know per se
yeah, now so be friendly attacking on. Be friendly so by attacking. Question you have me beside me. Me go say na bisa ko bi. You know it's just a motivational talk. We have listened to this and then I'm say obi afro. If it's a motivational talk, why are you here? Sometimes they are not almost calm and no yet. Baby, Asians not being done. What do I say? Maybe the average Chinese boy, maybe are not getting it done.
Maybe I'm not for them, baby. I
will share baby and go for not being done no more than Hona. Some performing is serious. You're serious. The average Ghanaian guy or America, where they all doing home. A PhD certificate no doing home. It's not taking of ownership. Eco school. That's the average thing. Over 10. 9 eco schools are. Some for beer companies in who be that. Me boy, can come on go for.
Legend there no Koreana. Not voice is really chilling.
Chilling is it? Check it. Chilling. They was happy. Who is that?
When you know
was it chilling?
What happened? Saturday no chilling.
I can't life.
Yo,
I can't life.
Go for your Japan.
Yo, and it Japan they cool. Me taste ask them say a young man when you we start to me first level no I was missing to the question last time I'm for TSC say at least see because time be you shadi yo seminar baso e dey na expect money law seminar eba
okay what is so hard you e bia na yake obi a wedi 30 years bia no be how many years na busu no chiro bi first come almost all of us papa will be an answer mami obi kura na e bi o kwa na wodi akiri kakra but one shut down for one transcend chiro say normal we mu nyina ye normal wo say ohu. And I can tell you, say, will be our team who's normal way in your first 30 years. You make mistakes, but you reduce them. And you create work faster. Yeah, school, I share Braboasino. And no money be we knew them in bits and pieces, not as a formula, not as a law. And we walk around the 70 years, still, we need normal way. And the more, if you're equipped with it, the rate at which I will be sikasem and as well to sikasem no and terminal will be faster. And listen, information we no sabe yem fan ko bro for semnim yem fan ko the so-called international one the buy DM. Now between say if your first 30 years you couldn't make it structured, in the next 30 years you should. But how do you do it if you don't know it? Especially constructively, intentionally, structurally. It's a knowledge base that also be enya. When ya edding. The comfortable to Sikagu. Na was a Cassicana Bema is gonna be my grow. We see some the year pan why we moved the Abrabono and John ye. A name about a big catcher me, money ding. Was all your Bema dia and your year also help. By having a Kayo. One was say, or morning, I may bomb was a mumbo. This Cassam dear. And was a man a copper. I'm saying, this is not just a intina our rain baby guno. Because Obadon co won't Sam and make and Sanko Pesica, a man in it, money. kind of say ampa. Na no 30 years na wo ni bia wo free here mu na yan san kire wo no be de wanya. So, into bit my sister class still na wanya. Until I would sister na is always in your mind because kasem na ntene. Skani bia no ha o pay ra wanya. Nya fo bebre umunya. Into we see laws we are. Brabona guys are koyi. And I think these are things that we should have been taught. Sadly, they don't teach us because they don't expect us to have freedom. Yes, I don't know whoever is controlling that, but it looks like the world as it is is very happy when people are struggling financially. Yeah. Because there was somebody to Thomas Gasamano. And you also about to make my Black Star in Manchester, make my yatres.
The whole world will be actually.
The whole world will be actually any part of coffee. You'll be declaring what they are doing. I know what you're going for. But here in China, in India, bet me they are talking to Casemi. Ama said they are drinking a coffee. Who's will be drinking many times? It's Casem.
Yeah.
I drinking baby being and a Jumashi. A pound of human, the internet, your human will pay. Oh, yes, you cannot get the other danker. What they call to be clear. Ne maame yare sesi a wo pesika ko ntimi ne school fees e dey iska se problems ni be brave bi kura wo ko okrom na ka bia wo school a wo ko ekra pese wo ye ne ye uni sika ntimi ntimi nye akonya da fie wo ntimi ni because uni sika ya fun even politics kura wo betima we ne president here the last time I met here is Ghana $100 million campaign from the primary level to the top level uni $100 million ntimi president. You be na account America what it takes to win a president, to become a president.
They say
into hearing to me when the power with no matter your ideas. And
we here be to support them.
At
least the good Samaritan, you can not go this guy to the
and the kind of say it's not difficult. It's not strange. Uti normally be Brazil, kakra bi ekuta biano. Ubetimi ada no ama enu fie du no. Na sikari bi ho a any your problem. I can tell you say obi a otimi enya SS 10,000 every month bia in any currency, whether it's dollar or CD. You're not doing badly at all. After everything, you can keep 10,000 every month. You're not doing badly at all. And you can push 10,000 to 100,000 every month. You can put 100,000, can push it to 500,000 or $1 million. And it's a strategy that every one of us can build. This one is not in any particular course. And the more you listen and you're building your psyche, the better you become. No matter it's not like the cat. These are the things that we practice.
Kakame can say, you can say, Manchester United, Chelsea, the whole world, we in my that. See a group of people, and we are seeing now. They say, we are baby, no dear, at least you be maybe now because of more system, yes, and it's here. It's now my question, I said the Omonia mobile, and so I create now a mobile.
Yeah,
but Sikaseno, one also the two also. We share the systems are across we are all the way from industrial revolutions all the way coming now. These people, friends say Rockefeller more time this on the mass arguing on the hold this hard enough. To me, John, your friends Rockefeller will say they want a nation of workers, not thinkers. At that time, yes.
Yeah.
Because side people back no your friends say oil company. Only the whole oil company now. Somebody decided to take them. I say follow the system. Gas and D&D oil and gas and oil. We gas and oil. It is also free say so free say it's a phone this structure and buy you and ya as a free student of a toll. Hey, this any panel with the buyers, no money yama be job so be juma. Job on the social educational system, on the force society man. my use our system, yeah, you use to see.
Just to work for them.
Yes, also we don't.
Yes.
We need a nation of workers, not thinkers. Oh, worker fail up. I'll connect one of you connect. Yeah, okay, straight. They need a nation of workers, not thinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they now go for here. Now obviously the internet. Or no.
Yeah.
This is a doer. The guy is dead and gone a long time. The nana crane want to cry and you train the fees away.
Yeah. What him say? The other time, I gentleman might be by one of our TikToks. Also, what he came now, or cup of penny bika. Now me know the income piece of him. Yeah, kasa. What say? The boss may say, I quite the answer my mocha the microphone near to the door. One of boss no do radio. Yeah, I'm sure it was about money and business.
This was
I branch and say, I'm say, or you're not just so coffee.
Yeah. Only Jonat and Anam. Yeah.
Can you imagine it? Say, or driver, or TB a bit man to Niscasemi. When you're not your class, because you man will jail.
How is it this year? What happened on the road?
Now, no, I will see what I say. They will be back the man. That's the problem with business schools.
Also, such people, they are not confident. They don't know what they are doing.
And then the Baba go, Madame Baba or film. Also obeying. I mean, who the okay kind of this is like 10 years ago. Oh, there somehow okay kind of there. Okay, there you know home. But yeah, very rich man. That's what kind of also for by the so I'm saying that say the so-called rich people the one as I say yeah. They will ridicule you or they will fight you. Very few of them will see the wisdom in this.
Yeah.
They will rather promote entertainment and sports and things that will never help people to have control over their finances. And big companies will never sponsor things like this.
Yeah.
Sponsor baby Maya no shishendika. So wait, oh boy. Actually, say, you pesa seven over 10. I want to choose it as you 10 years. And do the
one thing so the price na ye cano price no say you have to endure, be resilient, overcoming fear. Now, gentlemen, now blocking is here and also where from the notion that you are successful in life when you have a business or a company. Also, again, the level of understanding. Also, any business and a company as but we are talking about value creation, value addition, becoming somebody who is of value. You don't have to own a business to become an entrepreneur, but once it is you're able to give it to the society and get something in return. It's also a business, but again, textbook definition. And when it comes to before now, also Mr. Binka said those rich people no. Person first in Facebook now posti video a copa a new reels. You see reels na more and on very short. But is my pictures na see post here a copa pictures na see Facebook a copa is some countries being poor a man near you know those kind of things, explicit content no and no as see posti is post to any about finance the boys name shit but say na monetization, people were interested in near my na dreamatic, but almost suppresses that kind of content. Pictures you can't post much when you have only the picture. Nipa no kukuro obeba atraba ohun sebi oba kama bia we no what your picture bia we nipa 10 emu be 8 likely say ombe sa content no nti baby omode ekoba ko baby say China ni say na they really control these kind of algorithms and the kind of information about omonkro for hono it's not the same kind of information you be brain especially baby say TikTok guy say the boss no they into do radio ni say or say nyankrofo we mu kan say nipa bebre tia o mani beti dodo Why would the boss say this? He is paying the price to learn so that he can become somebody in future. No, the boss not doing radio. They say, Mr. Memo can nipa bebretia omani beti dodo. So the level of information that we have and diaspora of a they love they love
and boys can be jono and I make can say sikana e be jo kran san wako sa train no
consultation
minister or say for credit card tree.
Yes.
We need to craft for credit card tree.
Yeah, consultation fee obi credit me catch us say ba han say no obi catch my direct cousin or catch ni say me cousin need to me and there or no ba chroma no na offer bars need train e kwa adwuma no enya ho ama ba ye ni wo fa say adwuma akodi nanim akoyesi ama wo kwa adwuma ono nsa ma be pick ni nko. And I'm like, because of old brain, no. Also bad, also brain. Say the same way now, brain. So we like, am I young coin about her Indians, so her Chinese, the Asians now. Say, obe brewa ha, me come say, oh man, me ba anani offer and go through Sadia. By end, we will gatekeep, and that is because of the level of education or the level of education, school, the level of personal development, financial education, like everything. And it's in a movie how a gatekeeper na idea we can be born the panels in the public or my debate. Why? It's sad. It's sad.
Send a kind of seminar no. Umayana any titi or no bia because a boy na near the American be one year enough for no be war bana kakra was happy to okra no masa omasa saying that what's that saying that yo March 31st you start AI class 6 to 8 weeks join the number to the kind of we need a new revolution yet sound microphone in ownership we see shantam yes you me room near ownership. So the be a train time no so we are not finished about a better time no. You take ownership. The good thing is I did Mr. Baby Pay I only say. You see, what me do we are to bush him here. Think I say, Mammy dear in a way, Nadia Mammy. Mammy dear Bia the bunny, Nadia Mam. Hey, you see a boy need training AI no in our own way. In a sharp near better now my year enough your question and check a crabby or my cacra. Hey, baby. Yeah, American also no your tax time might in delay, 7039811910 and train April 15th and sign over your tax. The good thing is that when you do your taxes with Patrick Solutions, financial peace education throughout the whole year. Questions will be your boy you help to get out of it. You also mortgages need be Mom, your friend is saying, as quite Kumasi area, honey now, so and Puma Befi, rented Yama Bibri weddings a year, Nissania Manina. It also move on for her. Why? Yo, Mr. Ben, my baby can crave enough, Yama phone room no starting Casa. In conclusion, in another topic, Nafa. In conclusion, yeah, you see, your dream say, I say, me de make up me the end me say in na coupe djuma in na business on your bay then I catch na it is agene free too
momo abotre me answer zango fo no that was a momo ya so for ne ede me street boy we no kamepe ai brofu bia na me nanaka and we just no yemfa bogenye so an so because me not I hear that with my culture no when I just say obesua na fe with my kabi actually and it's better so be focus on my ready to obesua baby than try to convince the other ones who are not ready yet. So I don't think I have that kind of understanding that much. Once a while, I'll be okay. But I'm really for people who are ready, want to learn. They know the position. If you can someone yet, but so make it 20,000. So me who baby ever. Oh, but so to no my you know. One on what kind I was and awesome. Ochira umbra was in Missy Hotel. Ochira umbra was in my beer business. Or teacher, no teacher need by a what's it? Is all being coming quite brochuro. Ochira the top school. But to me, feel money within 6 months, must save 80,000. No what casa quadro team say confidence or the casane. So what me when an extra classes no know what me say was casa. Nipa be break casa. And ba ko say me kunu aware ne say na me ni me mama ensa be ye. Ende mitimi hwe me mani na was kakakra na. Because of the financial education. There's no way you can build finances rightly. Abra will need the basic knowledge. You can't. It's almost impossible. And nipa be brave so your businesses will hard. So basic knowledge now, open your confidence in ye. Minimba me ba kwa autonoma. The last time of friend me, or coach na ko top tipper track. Oko. Our friend me just one am how ko dia no a wo ko tieska wo de ba. Wo de tra ka brofo. Enti oba fe krom ya de obi a betuma ya na so no de ye die no. Akatua no kra ye ka no ye mududo sei na akatua no kra so. Ya ga no kra. Ghana for do say. And even ye Ghana for we are singing na nipa do say. Ena wo mo je more than 100,000 a year. Yenyan tax free, yenyan onyan tua wo dan ka bibia free. Ti da be na betima nya mahodi. And or yes insurance and as a pension. Udru ara be wo se ni ho. Enti yam pe the kakra ye betima dan no. Na enye se me tena ketua ho pe na me dia ye. Enye possible. Nti pe bibi foforo na bobo sikara no na fa no bi so ye. Abaya ba ko se na me si dan me boss so ana me te de mo kan na me so okay ma me ntra de bi organa wa do chiro. Na ne nua ba ko one ne koto abobo ya. O se me no ka se me hu 30,000 Ghana me hu bi da. Se me ye business enya bibi kakra da ho. People are exploring. Nti so timito me ensa no mo manage kra me nu ye na se ba ko na nko ya. At least every time you obenye sika sa de akoho asa pa adwuma ma ne nua. So na se ma ye kai no. Se me bie kakra, ubie kakra. Nipa ne bebrebe hu examples. Nipa ne bebrebe nya bibia ye die so beba so ndue beba. There will be security in our system. Enti sebe de wodwen ono nko ho no. Wono na ba na obeto ayampia. Ye wodwen enyina ho no wo hu the difficulties and the challenges in our community. And anybody who is committed to solving any problem in our community is creating business. Automatically, business is about just creating solutions and charging for them. Until when you are there, it's just your ability to solve problems. And once you can solve problems, you're in business. And one of the say, yeah. The entrance on China for maybe be more in factory, maybe one year copying. We are not this kind of. Huh? Now, when I catch a bit of money, and so some say, Uncle.
Easy.
Easy. Maybe no, I don't
know. Your friend say, Kwesi, I'm saying, Opesa link winner, bet media register for the AI class. No, link no, na Kwesi bisa. Ama Nyameba. I hope say Nyameba miaminia. Or say, Mr. Obey, I bless you. God bless you. Now we care about your friends saying confident. Yeah, it was because of you. Now when you're that confident, I would see me. You know, these are some of the stories that be brave. Business and you say Amazon can a business. The tools is you choose now time and you see a business.
Yeah.
Yo. And I do say, hey, Maza, what's your home?
Hey, over. It's your Nasser.
Boko Casa.
What
back and I say, oh,
yeah, and then we are Jabra. Yeah, so. Okay, but for a church, you're winning. Now, dear Mr. Binkan, Miss Slowman, like, and I will get a massive walker. true. Yeah, na yeah, Jumano. Okay, me for instance, if you be say nyame adum say den see we school sama for some more see via page my be in your juma here from the where me the am free campus. Let me senior site engineer. In the me free campus akofi no say national service take you be and say man na national service. Me senior ma me call site. Ti me di hu ska na national service ba. Ama come site me national service be me call book community water. Me boy the extension when on my extension when that's not gonna or to me call board community water extension for 1 year and sana me kunya me work waka me when ya enti the miso make say ya adwuma no ya kwaju etimi e den ne kre mate ya me ne we campus ono no starte sa enanko akrantie ne sa mo an eyen o se engineer but no area school national service na area no ono national service area no anya ba bia nkɔhye ni nom ye any one project no na okore nam so na no uja etiri di no start na akrantie ne anankon no ofre ye ni ye esre no engineer no oye nanko esre no enti dim aje ko ye so onamu otadi onam oye ne nanko no ne esre no ye de se ne namu omofre engineer omofre mo site ya the hotel wa ha ye tutu kwan ye titikam senior nanse recently me chia me engineer ina me okekan ne se me okekan e ka chi me so no Isaac so na me so ye sa la nti me musa me friend no hwe me friend go master tio master me say me poetry na ko send them dog ne se okra best the be 1,000 no masa okwo ni mu wo ya di o na ndi ye she me ye kasa na me say ja ye mate ba electrical engineer na me purpose we me site bi am won me purpose be for bi e de akona ja price mo bo me ni mu ohie o na me say na me kra na Isaac na me see ni way back o be 15 years ni no ono ne ka chem say ono no aye the poultry farm 10,000 bed no you see what they got 22,000 na wanya new site wa koto post mako 25 me wa me engineer na ma Jimmy post wa di post wa no me pay to be 4 me twifa me put dey pay me mate you engineer am na reduce price am me ono Isaac aye sin way back akoto post mako 25 wa fa go ni fie o ni new site a wo ye e wo poultry farm no e ho no de ko aze senior the kan de no kro asem ye mia me anya obi o me mate enti se na oka no ye na ye adwuma no ye nya adwuma ya na itimi ede itimi because ohun be hu scan no kakra enti itimi de duka say is enough enti the senior kan de when many are bring up so bobla na catch millionaires ni bi dia you need to think differently so my school sem na do ti post ni engineer ni doctor de kan na itimi oda minia ene poverty ni de woni ni be fa ne say rapture no ko senior engineers akoko pension a minia do be nya your car mienu fie mienu bi that's all nothing else senior engineer know a lot ubenya ufie mienu o car mienu bi that's all you can't have anything unless you are politics and you dey me hard o that's how bad you are forget it o senior do kan na kre yeah adwuma na yenye careful panie me ni nsua de na entrepreneur no we have the ability to do it because we are engineers, we are doctors, we see a lot of things. And that's our profession. We solve problems. We have access to problems. And the problems in this car. If you fix it well, you get money. But I didn't go. To me, you see, I can't and the crap hopeful. Now, yeah, man, yeah, for floor. Yeah, I quite the same. Madam, I say.
That's it. Rebecca, sir, all right. No. Project will be on my so then I go better sorry be an dream the tune or the project will be on more or the other am I eating hunjuma. Yo, hey, Mr. Fred. Mr. Fred, call. Freddie.
We're muting.
So what Casadia want me to until Casa?
Mr. Bensi. my meeting on Tina. Mukasa Mentino. If we market buy and change, that's it. That's not bad. I break at that. With the diaspora for any financial success. Something has to give. I think for more diaspora and crowd, something has to give. Now, perception in the foundation. Yeah, the first one. A good chunk of you can so I think view a better future for my children. I think offer a Western world global population less than I think even 10%. Into 90% of my kind movement to Western world on. So they are all I think they are able to grow up be responsible citizens of our community and also for the globe at large. We be as a pockets be a civil unrest war on and no year 1. 2, almost so more Western world no offer even in terms of even employment the high end jobs now. How many people of color first and foremost and work with those positions? No? Top CEOs in America, they say people of color hold those positions. No one do 10. Black people, over Indians, say Indians who cried also saying before. It is a better future for my children. And no, we bring now feel some back and high. He can't maybe I no ever hinder success. No, not founded based on numbers near American. So I say where people can go and check for themselves. Secondly, no so say bar and no cry na ye cry no your fake as a young Mr. Benka so many times. I am fire dream ko ejuma ebemo hu sika every day na nye as polished as you like. Ni nyina wo ye market no na ye ko Cantamanto. And na cry na quite big because of holidays no. Na sika mame phone kind wo no. Is really astonishing. Say Oba Ghana, Bevis Ghana, Kohonum, you'll be blown away. And they are so friendly, and they are like, okay, pardon me, sounded as a bear macacan, male chauvinist, then oh my say mema, metio crown comumudino. They are like guys, said you most in Bema Yishia and Koma, you didn't know, and I know I'm saying, Metiao. Almost an abroad said if I obey said the Kaya same TV. I said you is sexual in nature, but form they are aggressive. They are like men. Sika every day. So being those ladies are seeing 100, 150, 120,000 cities a day.
That's right.
On a bad day. In Tian fra Brucheba and Kaushim and Kona Kibit me leverage say won't be do America. If you no quote America, no connection can bit me a crochet cantaman. So now these goods no eba. Build the market, Unya market then you go into production because I think you're only a 4th year mamifui some of the goods they don't try and make some of them themselves. I only thing I was is just machinery and then bringing raw materials and doing it because some more marketing did that so they can make their own products and sell it themselves because some more marketing did that. I think that's one thing. You or diaspora na say I can say your manda and I think say can't decide and a pension can be a new pension and then you just Ghana across the globe. Look at your richest business owners who can say book the millionaire next door. Most people are more millionaires are just average. Most of them are businessmen, average businessmen. Maybe your year or on your own shop or repair cars or tax firm to say dear Mr. Beck who just average guys. They work or co-pension. I seen a Juma no wage money, why do you need pension for? Because your job every day there is same money. pension or and there are so many people in Ghana. They are 75, 80. That's so called store why for pension because every day they are seeing money day in, day out. So it has now only thing I find a difficult one is almost also they are victims of your quabruche. Papa be our cantamount, Mr. Ben, the man has so much money. You're quite needing common or say, oh, boss, they say, me my phone in I could do UK. And last one, a medicine. I'm that now business. They say, oh, yeah, is 72. They say, you know, the time we knew side. They said, I'm just honest. I tell them, see, time we knew side was the boss. Say, me quiet, no, I'm a man. Now I'm saying, I'm man, no, mote. I will change cheap ponkos. So, no, your money, organ, I see. And no more coin. It doesn't feel, say, baby. Now I'm saying, nothing they see the numbers. Because Mr. Ben, the numbers are ridiculous. Now I'm saying, man, if I numbers, say, boss, I'm no money, how? And no money na quabruchi. Now, so I think that's where I think as a father, at times you have to be aggressive. Yeah, don't call me. Oh, yeah. Because Sika, Papa, ni who Mr. Ben, the man is seeing 150, 200, 250, 300,000 cedis a day. That's over $30,000 a day.
Wow.
Or yes, 6 days a week. So, in a month, I don't know. That's over $500,000 a month. Now, money now go back. Last one, so your medicine. So we medicine now be hospital, man. Do we want money or what do we want? And then you factor and say, me Chinese voice so bad, or by wheelbarrow, or by head pan, or by shovel, or by hammer. I will Ghana how. No matter how far you from the breed, no more. And these things, Mr. Bean, secure here by $50,000. It's just machine. That was it. A machine and do even $30,000-$40,000. No at all iron rods, almost 10 one press amount. So what is so difficult? Ubia person of Kokoye Mama, you can just set up something. So initially, they're difficult. Yes, say Mr. Bean story BSc. Almost 30 years. So still, you know.
Yeah.
Pay ye dear, Mr. Ben can always say, pay ye dear, or paying 50. So, Mr. Ben to make so if you can come to be say, and it's our met and the emoji, Mokaka, more say, more person, more mad Dutch, now there, and you too. Look at the numbers for yourself. How many percentage of the before prison in America? About 2 million. 2 million black men are in jail. Until I man into me, I'm because I'm in jail. It is never true. It is all so bad. Don't use that as any castle managed now, but men and it's not true. Because that is so rare. And I must be great. Thank you.
Sure. Well. I don't know. For baby, and don't go.
However, you muted.
Miss Maybe too. I've seen another question. Freddie, that's it. And I could just see we need this message in our schools. SHS near. Nana, connection now. Okay, Mr. Ben up long around. Why? I could you?
No, when you children now, one was a call around. You're not also.
I would so connection will be to the other. I said you would be what to sometimes, yeah, they are kind of sack. I don't know how couldn't free the crowd, free the books class here, 12 free cry, no crown. I'm for club prevent it, a bedroom, I mean, I'm for a kind. Mr. Danzo, because I said, and then the time no continue in Chassa crack, be a chest come up.
And I did.
Yes,
I will be our for.
Yamiado.
We be our for you. Yeah, you want to much your life. Yeah, wrap it up.
Yeah, because I too.
Well, I met you for Metia. Because you can come, Metia. Because you were there, a mountain classes will book. I'm saying, repeat. Yes,
and the hard copies never out.
Why are they?
Thank you.
Why are they? How about where clear evidence that all the OCI yo and see himself a brain now, so the word to get ever and Kahaya. That was it. Sunny, that we are American on that topic is another powerful topic. But every say reality, and then say, yeah, system, no, any programming, yes, it's how my so you say, if you feel and sound the idea for school, and I in feel no so say free, yes, sorry, because I saw the very what to if it's a say, and I can't do to say, you know, who's there, and that's it when you're doing papa. Na wakwa abutire nti emu bi de ye nyini no na ye wofa no ye na nanom nyina bi matutu kwan a ho a na o masende wo mpaboa bi ene atade bi nti na motivate ye say no na the ultimate na fe nso so no ye mum na ye need direct line e ka say direct line bi a papa bi ani ho na ma me bi ani ho na mum na me ma me nua no na na ye ho mfa nsa be wofa no nti me ma me no nua no ma na o mo wo ho na omo de me cousins na de show omo ti mu say papa wa brochire nti enche oba be fa no de they say wo hwe omo abrabo a very miserable omo ntumi amfa bi papa bia nsi omo ani so school no kro omo call no omo kọ ni nyina na akoye say e ba be fa nti na adwen e wo ba bi nti no bo so wie school no no a wan ntumi antwa papa bia ni o twa yeso na ni kura amre say o de nsa ba bi ana say adwuma ya amanfo pay ogo akopɛ bia ye don de oto o twen say no papa wa be fa no na papa no kra so so eduru point bi no so I frustrated no so eja ha wa be tena Ghana na afi akoye say life ni nyina no why disappointed ono a wan fa ne nsa anya hwe ono a school no koye no so wan fa anya hwe ena brochire ho no so so person wo ko no so ya mfa na nko nti onya 46 47 they say we ni hwe ya oye o sorry a no ne nam saa no di amanfo achi se loto no mu twa no otwa bi se bet ya no so saa se akwala afi na wasa abrabo aso nti we mu ye kwansidie bi a ana nema bi na ekatu etimu a abeka ho ana fast forward yen so a yeti ye ana yeti diboa ya yetimi sua de kakra yura ye pie every university yenye adwuma ye na ban adwuma ye na yen so ye fi se edun no that is the ultimate nti no wanya ban adwuma ye de a ani bi de mitie ye nti ne ne hwa na so mayire me ho na mako school na manya promotion no more na fe promotion no ba manya ba bi asi misika mu ayedu enso so yehu se duru ba bi no yemu bi de ewu adwuma mu na ye mpanyimfo na no mu di anim no yehu environment ne yamhye nti yamhye na se na bicycles nko a imse sa asemu e makanda bicycles nko na ya pake ni motorbike na ya pake wo adwuma mu nti we ni en that na nti na wo se pe bibi enso enya bibi kura na ye enso so na ensan ni mu gidie ebise adwuma na ye na efi se no na ebe ma ye di ebise na ye wo side ni na efi se de boa e de atitu ye na esi enso so na nimdie ebe ma ye asesa sa adwuma na yie se ebi adaache na ye ndaache na ehu no ebise na ye adwuma na ye de ho akosem ni obi ye se de ni atu bibi e fa na pension so o retire the pension no ye kwa anim no na omo di anim no omo retire no ye ka brabo omo wo mu na fe na entwa yi nti by and large ehu ya na e be share message nti na emse no obi ka say na kwesi kan kan ka say obi wo ho a watia so many years and so many months so ntu ana no bia na bia otie sai nipa no emse bibi ono no on go through situation bia na on hu bibi a society no mu a ebe man sa turning point no emu bi de na ehu na start ya na ye bibi but na de na ye no ni strong conviction na say ade no cry say yetimi e ban mu na say yetimi social systems na sa ade yetimi nyini na yetimi employ nipa bebre It's not a corner. The moment as I message we a chance on it and the TTR and I say yes, I think so this is the key. It's not a bid. The key need be and I was say that time and I was started to pray and and I feel sign bond continue to cheap. I share or more a man said down school and do actually. Nanso so omoye omoniyama yi omoso to omoniyama yi ajapade omaye enti so okọ back na akọhwe sa nkofo ni nyina abrabo kwan omofa so a se yafu ye na nipa no ya omokọhwe kwayem do kokoo for so many years 10 years 20 years do kokoo kakra omoba fie anase eduru mra kokoo na gina na omo sha ase so omoye ajapade no ene de ohu so omoye niam kese nti ye hwɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa na yɛde toto yɛ deɛ ɔne ɛhu sɛ no baabi a yɛafa no nyɛ yiedie kwan so no nti wei mu na ɛbɛboa yɛ ansa na ɛma yɛahu nti sɛ woantena ase ansese ammɔ nkɔntene anhwɛ w'akyi na woanchallenge ne ɛwonim deda no na wanka sɛ no kwan wɔ yɛ amenam so no deɛ ɛnyɛ kwan a ɛde mbɛkɔ yiedie mu deɛ a ɛyɛ sɛ wotia no na awerɛhosɛm no sɛ wowɔ ahu a uti a yonko na say that ye say and be onhu o kan kra no san di wachi o kan kra no challenge you obi kra ti mi catch us say maybe business is not my thing because me to me go through obi kra ti mi say I don't know dey bia why busy o ko ba ya na we nko a I mean o person aduma o person ye aduma ni nyina now obi kura dim ga dem na so wu abeja ne o ye wu nyina afọ na mo senti ma nguso e o ti me bisa wu abeja wu nyina
kasa na unyi ni cheso e
bebre wa o ye aha etiana yana me nkofo bi o me de ahe o mo fra me a o kura de o pa duma do na da bia e be fra o wa ha na o say o de how do you rest it wu na wu engineer man nyina de beko so obi kura ti mi ada je sesen ne ma wo ye nyina akyerɛw na wo ye sei nti wunya oda obi kura ti mi bisa asen nti wuda so na am say nti we nyina ye nimdia na ye because amre we a wo dwen say obi ye ne ma bebre no office nipa no obetumi awu agya no mewa also onye hwe ba also obetumi awu agya no because me can say mra na me nye ne ma bebre no eduru ba bi na me mu ayedu me call friends medical exams I can't tell me wait to me so but I'm starting here me ye ne ma baba normal me to use me wait ne normal wait me nya complications bia but no come me there na no say nye light ni eduma bi anko oti TV won hwe bo ba me sa bo no me ni time me dey go hwe ba no feel say oh okay otimi fa ka free ha no okọ nzulezu so o mo okọ vacation no ma kwa ba o mo ti mbusa obi kura ti busa me say me staff ba ho the director wo ji wani dey na so dey na ni dey me dey na ni na so ba bi am time me ji wani ni say ma bre na ma to ho na ma da na me to ho a enya 5 minutes kura me da because already do my bread. Nti hono na ma DJ. So the party was all do any to scan up bebre be wu agya ho na am say o ma se ma nwu anya ho so e. So nti we
na je say kwesi wona before no omo ye hiafo
oh yes no ba ko ka okọ ba bi na okọ wura mob bi mu se na omo papa ne ka he wouldn't so ọkọji loan and sound to repair car. Ọkọji loan and sound na me ka say the moment I use car na car na nya problem ọkọji loan dey onya nu so use car. I say na say no dey be scan na ekọ na nim na say eni nti na kire say wo ka motorbike so na so tena. Then onya nu stage also use car. So na ohwe ne pay slip so far na so the form by say me no form say me endorse na me ga say wakoji loan akọ repair car my endorse na say ya wasan kwaji for na me say nti wo so loan wo mre so oji loan What can I mean? Oh, the home. Oh, and say yes, I near my way out. I get my house. Ubani no Musa, 1 year 60 years. Now call retirement. Now for desperation. And at the moment I also Kakrana on I didn't maybe I'm a new more Kazan catches a classroom see na bravo. As you that on there. What from Metis say a wood and a good. You wood and a good.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Just the
Ah,
Bia,
yes.
Obi on your cacradi.
Oh,
But what frame, and
it
that's
does
what
say
the
it does say the good tag, you know, the tag you. And I say, Becca say, Becca what frame, what would you so, and way are there a high. Sunny more way are there a high pan. You will be there and find the arrow. And any time, even your opportunity, dear, or say it. And always, we are on the lookout, we are on the alert. And the life program here, because I would JT, you will come back to factory research because that is the norm. Norm, no, they say, I was say, we open to my. I was able to meet you. Okay, to you, no, Kapajibusin. Now, or more, almost so ye be big and clan. I was say, on also soon, who want any brew. Any brew because on the be your man has said, oh, Busun is so, yeah, I reckon you will. But I am not the real fee. When the transcience say, I am the real fee, and you're all in a day, a bro, Busun, and you will be, you started business and care. Sir, there is money on the street. Thank you. So, what to show bit by binase or ton cuckoo, what to sell bit by no cheap fruit. And how I the big to idea near Bunabunfia. But near until say, started here, dear who were. And until I must say that the appetite no more because they be by the already our business opportunity. And now who and they be able to be there, I and yes, can a free. And see, I'm always, one of my also two one of my now of plan. So, and I say, Miss Frey, Prof, if you came come and no prices of Miss Frey, Kiki, they are bank on all grandson too. But on also so want to say, and then if you came come as you say, or yeah, near my beer, the person is on the tap into it. So, and see, apart from say it, that's not the network. I nipa no obi a ofi so oye bibi a enam kwan so a won so betumi attack into it na na so ne be share nimdie kakra won so da so so do nimdie be boa na na so won so de ne de be boa na mu nyina amoko mani nti e be da se panifo na ya ka se ne we share mo no mo de ne yansa na yen ton ko so a so se enya sa nimdie no ho mfaso afoforo so mo ben ya o mayo ma de so beti no almost also any some person. So however, we are my name Kwasi. Ana legend. Which will be the best I know this work.
That's it. Good. That's it. Prof. Of Dante.
Mr. Buffy ne can come ne Mr. Oben. And I seen programming. Me you say sometimes coming into contact with Mr. Obeno, sometimes I reflect. Say no, can't never be a me who's a dedicated class no. Never be why you once a default no. Saying in I but no programming that though. In the year cry who said there's anything wrong with say a foreign investor and I a property be a foreigner. Sunday man cry. Let me stop here. Can we never saw in fact in our little corner crowd who ye be crowd all right me ye we do say me investor. I say and then you program you in the many of us they say you come with Mr. Ben who say Saturday ya o dwen no o life it's really say obi na ya wa dwen sa but that's not what it is. But many of us have information now be who ma try say life ni nyina no ne wodwen no se ne ususu ni nyina no school ni nsore na ne ma edu fa mu no ne ma wodwen sa ye hu nti da some ministers near because some of them who are your mates. You who are no more against when and that is the reason. No, but to say they can't India ma adia kwa de ma Ghanaian na Ghanaian no class ka ye de ma foreigner ka ye o pe no say ye de ma ni nua Ghana ni paso I've always been giving this example ye hwe nua Ibrahim Muhammad sabe the private jet he said president nyam paso Chinese ni na what private jet president obenya so paso ana will any Ghanaian get any benefits anyway? There is no way will be benya paso sabe so sit down or Ghana hakrana so woko han krana wo wanya mpaso but a foreigner be any nya sa na man fan ko di kroma na but the way we have been trained no ye cry ye minimum process is wrong we see it as accepted norm na ye di so na ye follow without any there's been a BS and is work anything wrong sometimes you book cry actually me copy everything kwa me wadi broni me say all those things you don't see anything wrong with that before that sometimes I have heard me reflect years back let me show my dream ni say who say no but the end say I want to say senior high no ba the hard dream power teachers so much even from the smallest to the least to anybody. And who say critically, that is what the school, the religion, institutions, no media, no this other we don't see anything wrong. Then we were talking about sacrifice. But one of the things me tears, me really slavery. Especially the Caribbean, hold on. Almost more abolish slavery, the European America abolish it. And the Americans, slaves now they were skilled carpenters, they wanted to own company. You know what they did the law? They told them, say no, you can't own, but you can now that there's no slave, you can work with us and you can be an employee, but you cannot be owner or established company. No. And the more also land. Say no, it's a land power so part. All is to tell you, say, employment is still part of slavery. They saw in this saying, so big at you say, won't mean entrepreneur, no be any bit my what's it? Still the same program now. No more Africans, say no, yes, we are still carpenter. It's always so you but you can still work with us. With my employee, and then they have and that is what is written in their books and everywhere. And then one way I dream, but we think that I went to read leadership, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs are different. They are different from managers. But they're going to research to show testosterone levels that shows that will be an entrepreneur level of risk taking in testosterone is different. And what they are trying to do is that entrepreneurs they are a special risk. That's all they are teaching us. And these are in their books. But this is organizational behavior books. And these are international books. And they do all these things. And always said, here towards Africa, In the Africa, you are sacrificing so much. The ownership, they know. We still have to be slavery. We still have to be employees. And it is so shocking. So still, you have been there. They still say, the ownership is beyond us. Developer. Any foreigner coming here is not coming to be an employee. He's not coming to do a government job. To say civil or public service, and he's not coming to do that. He's coming to do business. Why? Because that's where the wealth is. Now, where my resources, they are happy. Say, what kind of wait, sir? The other one say, we are talking about sacrifice. Sometimes I look at my colleague teachers. I have it vision almost. I said, are these people willing? What's a school no come on? Am I open your man? Sabe, and you're comfortable. In the area, school, the students there at the classroom, work on lectures, we have bang, work on it's just easy life. But we have a person building go through the sacrifice you are going through and don't my real how many of my colleagues will do that? They are just happy being where they are and that's all. But say, yes, how do we create? How do we even see? They say, let's say, we will never see it. But that sacrifice that we school no cry you most educated people, they just want an easy life. What in the baby you are that's all. But they will call the life for no reward only put in the end that's why employee you are put on a scale. But so going to even critique that's sacrifice, that denial, no, you go through the challenges, no, and then my community here better. Some of us, me, baby, I will say, your community, no, now say, our private school, they are no, and they are without that, how would that have come? But I may go so that Mr. Major, my idea was secondary school, and me, baby, how would that have come? Employment is say, will be just 8. Workers pay 8, you know, how would that have come? Me, a teacher, but I don't do anything about it. But now we are doing something about it. In the moment, you know, young more person twice no employment, this animal, they should continue. Yeah, now we will not side with those people. Africans, we have sacrificed enough for others to develop. Oh, so why would we still want to be just grains of civilian group? Yeah, they be enough for me, employee. Now be me be a question. Sometimes it came to me and said, when somebody public service, the highest is the minister. Minister or a minister, is he worried about anything? No, he doesn't care. That's the highest. But yeah, can HC promotion, HG way, way. The same with an entrepreneur. Oh no, you have nothing to compete with. Yours is to create, and that is the highest, and that is what we should all aspire to. Somebody had been or more business still or my back to the slavery days. We will think about ownership. Now we want to think about sacrifice for our nation. A nation will not develop because of employment. No, people who are creating businesses. How you cry work we almost China more. But all these people are coming. Why can't we think of ownership? The other mass, some of my and this is what we need. We don't need any those ones need be school no enough of that. Yeah, that's it.
That's prof. Yeah, that's it, prof. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Because you want to go. Come back and forth.
Yeah, but not on any far also, but I think so.
Back and forth.
And
yeah, Kwame.
Yeah, we're free so.
Mr. Berfi, Medasi.
Last week, last time.
Stopping Kwesi can come. Na yango for na no more obi abetra say was say one obi abetin adwuma na de say me ana menti o masio. Question we are na menti mo say minima na so mo ansua de no mo ba ha no mfi se nkola bi na gu ha na say menti asio. Well, there are questions you why we don't come to this platform to come and yeah, Mahami bisa science. Maybe they make classify as in sim. And there will be me Juma de as be pay there because Rob been that country and Mr. Berfin Church and is centered on a friend is a business say bit me actually be asking kakra and say oba now be bisa sa question and answer say Mr. Fresh will be asked why dream ye Juma bisa. We have to tell the people like straightforward because I say my back has in and babies I say me page me fan and me fan me resume in kwa and answer me fan me CV in one year high. The one said in Kofu when they be on bebo online be in church or much church and say a dear now bit me actually be biasa Sibia benya nimbie ben na wuhia bit me dia to sika sem. But the be a crash of one person just will be and me yajuma mobi and will be a biajman or be a biajma, Hana Bejma mobi. This is how I hear from common news every time or more bonkos. Ye can't ownership. Diany bitting and dear and the be to one of the Lebanese phone be a juma near here, Tale near Toso, near court, near Quayajma, near Pony, Abania, Quasor, near Bokro, no near ye say near ye praise the Lord. Ya some sa free na 400 years ago up to date. Here na high. And this will be your time. No babe church near kakra where no abegina on an ate brofo na abetro that's one obi so say that's president no Mr. Benda kon that's except John Mama be who or Benda kon and wa church financial education. Come on. Indiana bisa say so omo no omo pa platform na omo mesua ade da na say omo ntenie me bia say ana so mbezo omo nso kire say omo nso wo hɔ ana. Ezo uro Benda akɔgye permit wo John Mama or answer what between better financial education and as say abamu tun safre ne say omna meye ministers and obetimi abeye a church financial education. No. A choice. Nipa kakra bi ne befa sa akwanya no so. Inti the opa na wutie, opa wuntie, opa TikTok yini Facebook uba kona ebinmu afefi omosi ebinmu ubu mani ebinmu yiyi omosi da na kwesi kankam kan. Eniema ye twa picture ubu hunu obi kure dwale life. Oba besia no dwale life eniema sanse huna no omu yede.
And boys in the pool.
Aha. Wono akua ba wo sole a wono kohwe obi odwale life ana se why naked wo sika sam nya wono ne wo chena no se car kra bo ba na se wo ba de ode beto aduane akọ school wo chena ko ni bi yira wo da hospital ko ntumi nyi no anku fa sika anku yi no wo bom o frɛ MC ni DCCM na meyu wono sole a wo hwe TikTok ana se wo hwe we de hwe omo yi omo eyi beef nti ubede na wonka hiem nti enema bi wa ya na eyehiafo nkomo nti ena manipa dodo na aka hiem the point blank ne say ni yemfa salary sa akatua ne ade na ye okay so be adwuma mo obi be say obedi ye de eye sa slavery mentality salary is slavery mentality. The award dreams or pension is for confused people because we want to manage your resources in ye the BB 2 months name uku ani ape bibiama. It's for confused people. Be ye die ye will be a wash near maybe I say now walk na a butiana ni a chanity no see I say near the nefati no owe to me a jina. Because it's not for the jokers. Entrepreneurship is a total madness. Indi so wa ho odin so a enye ayi o enye die friends minim die ni minya so ani bi wa ho odin so na say adwini mo mra entrepreneurship no untumi nyina no in the real life na niema ekoso no obi free niema won tuaka obetimi agyina no ukona akoda ne ka no wadwan no obe friend fo won fa ana akwa na osan kansem hu obetimi agyina no niema na ọkọ ọda na ebu aka mu China ni no kra frɛ na wonfa India ni no kra na wonfa obetimi agina no niema na akọfa ba na beka dem woton ukwa yento obetimi agina no. These are all challenges. These are all prices we pay as an entrepreneurship. With the buy no marketing dollar no kra say yento wuntumi hu de wonyo. Can you stand this? Indeed, these are all prices are more person mudi and I say person odi ya go through.
Yep.
And you ma be gina na 1 penny for kusua de na fe na be business they can obi abetimi aye entrepreneurship. Obi entimi entrepreneurship dey no obi abetimi adwuma then go and focus on your job because ye pay here. In this no ye dikire ehiafo on say ye wo hiafo nkomo ye wo sikani a wo ye hia ni side na da no obi ka say one ne boss etika mu and so what is information wo dum radio no ye wo nkofo bebira omu wo sika beto mu ye hiafo na sai sika no onya na nye say wo ye niema bi wan fa the struggles na okay nkofo twa na de ni ade bibi na okofa ba na bo mu ma no. It is uncle for no say bibi to no kwam na so wontumi hihye bi because business no Mr. Benda ko koma enye easy eniema bebre na toto senate for the wako gina court that GR for be local shop that district assembly for be local shop ya ma semon se bra court that because won't you attack and the wono wonni saa ahoɔden no wadwene mu na wo no bo se na dɛbɛdɛbɛ wontumi survive you. Na nyɛ sɛ wokɔɔyɛ a na akɔyɛ yie sɛdeɛ ɛyɛ mu bi no bu a ɔpɛ adwuma no ɔba a ɔno profit nkwa na ɔpɛ. No, can you stand those names, especially those abroad? Office or buy or take say Juma way kiki hana ye into this kind of office or kwana way. No. Na Freddy can say market woman for a honor and fabric about bizarre one say the Oma common can you stand that a friend is a situations and circumstances. Ubit me a ginano. With me a gina and imguasio my firm a car no more dear no moon to mean to ya. Ubit me a ginano. So it's not a matter of going to the market to study them, but omo and a friend say a wind password. Do you have that in wind password? Okona niema na expire wonu beba betena baby abisu ba be hye dem abisu ana say ana so obubefu. Customer no beto wa de na odo kana akogye sika na o cancel hu kire no. Wo betimi agina no. And sometimes you just don't look at the person and say, Nesi cannot always receive because some of them go through hell. It is a wood needs says, Na Bubinas animal in Yana, so with me a Gina Sadena, a Gina de Uti or Robin that concept no can. It's so who's entrepreneurship in a price to pay a patient, a apotre, a kakra, over call it me jigu. Kofa product by it, Mikatos will be the yempe. We be the po make I made me call liver by or call pharmaceutical no matter there we be the omon po back on normal pay. No now we no so moon use be that was there we be the omon pay. Who bet me a genano and also booby or bumbu. Near manako faba be a spy. Yeah, she paid the right product, bro. Can you stand it? In the wealth creation, a yakukudru, a who phone to me, and no more my town where she answer ye here for monomoki can semina, Sika or chances said no way, say one friend said 1 day born, 1 day die. Handsome, thank God it's Fridays, handsome moon. Me nisa here for uncle money be there. You know, me when I'm doing my business, me new will be over catch them say, into that, into what you are home. No. Because me associated with those people. You see, your network is your network. Those people around me, no, they always say, "Hey, Jack, and all call, oh, buy, who do you say, oh, dear, so." And when you want to create wealth, and answer, oh, too free, say here for no na, you say, oh, yes, who now you free, say population now. Omo dream aketua because of say ye die ye say ebia wa ye adwuma wanya ne car bi or vacation bi we sin apartment bi we da ne car mu ne ma go good school na yire da car mu no mo ba no mo kwa sori na mo ye chairman ne ye bofo ne ye bonum didi o machi boss no. Wealth creation is an impact. You are impacting lives. Or solving problems, you are answering questions. Who face a friend is the windstorm no born to me jira who to seek asemi you are being honest. Oko now the kind of book ma to me jira no ye frewa phone yes ya to me fa. These are near ma to me di jira no. It is only sa akukudro ni bia na wadwen us oba na afa. Ubo hunzu obi zika obi enya 5 million to visa obeye bia na afa oboa. Because there are some people system no so no ukofa bibi ba na fa enti no mo amaka mo ni ye kra obi obeka cho se de ni pa bi woni ne ko ba bi woni ne ko treasure a wonya no dru airport a unhu ni bi ma je se mo ba na ade so it is antre we bi na me fi se ye de beboa 28 March yes ye ko seminar ye ko hia mu ye nsia mu kase Robin da kon se money loss omomadi ye no sika na ye wo ho mra sika ho mra na te sei omomunya bi no wanfa ne nyina ankoto akrante na ma meye nkwan omanfa ne nyina ankoto awiesu omapo omode no kredi integrity omanwen se sikanya no eye visa mu omanwen se I just say what to kwaya na say why you 3 to 4 jobs and what me the ye. Nemo sikanyane o human capacity one kasa you yourself no integrity o capital no credential momien register na 28 nso no yen hia na yen kosua de because you see the first thing as we equipmentaba ya adwoafo sua ba ohia nimdie ede na odi dua wo ntini emfa saa nema we enkonko dua yemu na yadwen mu nte ni ntimi nyina den ni ntimi se ye pese ye di ho sikasem ankasa na ye nipa dia saa akwantu we na ti yetu because obi was ya me won kran mi ntimi me okumase so na ye nkran ntimi ma be se nke ye gi visa no wote hemle anase girapa kobefa bus aba no abaye nkom se bi na ese nka oba na say prophetic business hour bi an kobeko because ni petuntum no adwen no mental programming no eno an dey trim visa na ekoje because you feel say here ni na adwen ne say oye adwuma 3 to 4 jobs o do abro tira na say o di good pair or di 6 figures so can obi so di 6 figures into ono so ye millionaire kobeko inti mumie hia na invest ye ho men kan che say free enye free because o phone na kita no to data gu so no MTN for fan chew mi wa wonye uni ownership inti sa na ma we bi na akona akotia unya network ne nkofo didi nkomo obi ton bibi otumi ni di dwa ne sa na ma na eni bitimi ye free nkwasom because ye tia na de bia ye workmanship ya ye di adwuma ti sa Lebanese fo bi adwuma de bia ye worker de bia ye to ya tale ye kan warehouse adwuma ko drama no ne ye kan warehouse ye ka CNA ye we ye nurse wan obi so ye computer analyst wan ye di da ben ye bi company ni bi na obi apeye adwuma so we pay people no nti mum yen kwaji sa ni dem sa da f me da so obi so mari.
That's it, Kwame. Yeah, it's about time. Also, ownership. We need to see bed is so be only. Man, no a loss. Sending all laws will be able to yanko seminar on yanko GB. When you break, na episode seek a sem to ya. Yamasia, now dear chap, I want to seek a sem to ye. Yamasia. Coffee, yanko. Coffee, meet you. Whoa. Ousu. Dennis. So Kassim so mute. She said, will you free mute? Dennis. Him say Dennis in your okay. Yo, and then I'm the last one, no. And then the content. Mr. Bain. Fatu Sumai na share. Send your AC cano. Kwame actually mu yepa loss ni de money ni de air loss. Send ye bibia wona akwamu no. Na sempa na abayi trim kra say ya say ya dream kra say money kra loss. Ye dream sa ade mpo. Na de bia ka say this ebu a ibe nyina duru bi na che say ye dream kra say nyema bi kra so wo de tutu yi. Wo say ebu a wo say ni trim kra. Ni trim. Eso ye pese di. No. Ebe de etime di. Abra sad no emfa dream ho. Why we say dan so come back and forth away no obi bizan say na oda. Me want to say nipa no oh ba. Who feels like when you be ya na aba na san of you know am. Uzu bizan say oda. Yeah, ti bibia wo say nya di ehun jim. Ye di ehun jim pa opeso sikasem tuto ya. Constantly na wo so suade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, constantly wo so suade.
Oh so suade na wo se sam ba to ahwa wo hu. Say de wo fidi akwara no. Wo fidi no yeah, once akwara wo no ngenga wo sa fe no nyini obi ehunu se wo bai de no ho efe But because we are born into the full association, we are cautious. So, Kuran will fit in here.
Hey, Koshoko.
When you know, I don't know the main one. In say transformation, I any addition.
Constantly. Yeah, one.
Yeah, in because me crab him say no energy no was addition na usua. Say knowledge itself they say is power. So the power to push you is in the knowledge.
The knowledge.
And a lot of us be ane we chiri nti ni move ye. No man be bro have still ye chinye we mu. But all sua no na ntitili ka se bi. O se me ba ye. Na hu se me nkrofo be bre wa bro chiri a o mu bisa na se di nti na o ba ye. Won hu se hu a chichiri o mo. No so ya adesua me sua saa no. Tu pa ko ben won ko sua. O ba fi adwen no na ye de nam. Na adwen ne be se sanji so ati bibi. Nti the more I do ho hyemu no, the more na bon say o sesa abrakora wo hu ye. And no ma bebre o ha topics be ro aye kire ne ade nyina no. I can tell you that it's not like obo semu an ba yo. E had sua was sua no over all these years. And so be the two ha ultimate ase ye. The offer no hunche sa de sua ne mu no, ade ne da ho a onhu. Not because one yade o, but it's because one share that and committing also sua sa subject. Oh, and ya brabo so ebe ko be or brabo bia na brabo enam de osua. Resource bia unya bia no, they reflect what you've been learning. It's as simple as that. What you're studying. This year Fred year factory. Do be kono bo say no ma bibia osua no factory mo. It was sa no man or production. Bia whatever you have dedicated your life to study, that's what you're becoming. Which means if you have not dedicated your life to studying anything, you're not becoming anything. And to Hieni is not learning anything. That's why he's poor. As a matter of fact, he's learning poverty. You are speaking the language of poverty. Because the people who are wealthy, they exert energy, they commit themselves to something. That's why they see results. Oh no, audience a magic. Oh, moana miracle be about our bompire na beton nas. Oh, here for now, no. But will be our corner in Biana Tembiana is building a factory, is producing a document, is working on something. Tembiabos and Nesika, Nemre, they are committed to that. And that's why they continue to grow. Until if you're not committed to anything, then don't expect anything to happen in your life. It's as simple as that. Nothing is too hard. If you're committed, if you're ready to learn, no matter the normal mistakes there be, if you're really committed, consistent, you become strong in that. And once you become strong, I didn't first defeat you, no. It cannot defeat you again. Now you continue, you grow, because you have become valuable, you have become powerful. And yeah, you is a normal way, no. And Tiasia, it was Shaba Copa no way. No. Because like you see our books better throws the fork and I'm ready.
Above officer, what do you want him?
Let me share. What do he? In Rubia. TV videos, no documentaries. As a matter of fact, movie near the crowd, show one grabre.
Now, is open almost in Yanko Pon at the Mao now. No, I saw teaching.
I don't know. I mean, for Bima. Yamin, what I say, and say, Yajuma. Any what was that? I have from common no. And come go out dear a level. And I don't think say a level up, maybe a person a day, your mind any a continent need to. Now, hey, baby, I am confident that you will do my say our frame, the way we think, anybody a person do know in mutual. We share the majority and how they think, how they see the world, their belief system. There's no content. Who engaging in any conversation? Who value be our account? Who need our trade any film in someone? It's because they are not putting anything in them. Well, we are school 30 years. Won't me read the Quran and one book a month? Won't me share YouTube book?
A year cry, second year back. A month.
And then go for tools be brought by AI and be about to be your searching. You're reading, you're searching constantly. It's not like you can't bargain it all. Escafona you mono chrono, it is America for the mono. As a matter of fact, more than a soft worth. If you look at the technology, the tools, the institutions, backup on it's soft worth. Yeah, any be. The so mono can one book, I was like, can buy 100. Yes, of course, you're crying, you're relaxed in America. We are branded, young man, what we school, huh? Okay. No more so subject to whom now this year. Sabaya, no, foot because my catcher was another house. Well, yeah, enough for 4 bushes, 4 survey everywhere. It's trying to tell you, no, you are wasting your time. And especially Ocha Sianas and Koya. And we already all free. And which remember that. We shall say, Obian support to, here, they say, Obian support to know.
Oh,
Obian for this mission, they don't even believe in you. So, as a matter of fact, now I'm going to be we school 5 years now. Will be a more of Obusia for and yet Obusiano will free him. Tiasie, and he was so fighting. So, I don't know, you may be broso because already free him. You hear the idea now, very, you know, but when we school will be a more than 27 years or Uncle Tom Kobe was offering. It's amazing. It's because he's not learning anything. He's not studying. Maybe said that's the game changer. Or that's the game changer. Reading. If you have nothing to do, at least consume information, proper information. Continue on. My catcher said, make England books by toy. Your school, you took quite. I want to play anymore. Brofonko and a team before you know a movie. Books you could hang out. Because we're looking for something. Whether they were good books or bad books, I don't know. But at least we're reading. We're listening to tapes. We got to see this be brave. Trump ya when na Apprentice, you know. Almost every series here. Apprentice.
The books also be
yes, Trump books. Yes. The Shark Tank, Dragon's Den.
yeah.
All those were watching them constantly. We didn't have options. When people were watching football, we were watching those. Constantly. We didn't even know what to do, but we were still watching. So, into classmates, knowledge is the difference. Movie school, no, the independent, no matter what kind, no matter what you know, when you own your classmate. Who are on him say, oh, 7 years school, I don't know why you're not meeting me. Who needs an Indian beyond me?
Especially now, if you cry school, no, or one home or the chair. I say, anyone now, I say, who's school, no, I pay yes,
no, I was going to say.
And I because I was sick. I was good. I was busy. I could
only no matter what business. Oh, that's what. No matter about has or a surgeon. No, we're anesthetist specialist. I say, obey so. Overworry. So, hey, how did you start all this? Your school, I kind of just say, bro. Because any crazy do it level on the Debbie. Yeah, you're crazy and then your ocean. Yes, you are a different thing, entirely different. And I think the materials are there for everybody.
Yeah.
Young corn, yeah. For every I don't know, maybe say, what corner for class station? What take care of that baby was soon. What drop and china baby was soon constantly. You do the idea was I don't know, and you won't be. You won't be.
Say so the available. And it's a first how brands and when you're information.
Yeah. Make I say, you're free. Papa back one table in different price. Is it get buy the bear? 50% there. Yeah, the coach office or because of that series, no, yeah, I'm telling you. Now the office, how Papa a shocking.
To go to a tight man.
He just went there and gave you money. The man, no friend office, no send me a receipt of it. It was significant. But because of the
Yama wouldn't say what's your free honor. Yeah.
That's it. We gave him money. Somebody any bill, yes, he will be. But it was just a principle. Said if somebody could commit his life to do this series, bought all the books, watched them several times. Went to his office. The country office, Nipa wa California. Oh, here says he can somebody with jets next. I don't know. He didn't need them, but we went there, gave that money. Nobody knew. My wife penny. And so it's a philosophy. I mean, you can't give up if your thinking is like that. If I was what that would be now,
that is constantly. Yeah, I say dry no. Won't think I say and let me dry. No, they be dry.
But get to motivate. Temple no recommend book be.
Yeah.
Elon Musk to it was books on what kind of.
Yeah.
Which of them?
Just read up.
Which of them? Every one of them. A lot of my teachers, Dr. Price is one of them, always reading. Such in deep things. Dr. Molefi, professor.
Yeah, Professor Molefi.
And just a uti or more conversation you have your economy. Oh, no, mono kaya. Mekai, you buy my contract or the Chancellor Williams book, Bakumami. The Bible within a month, about my reading. He is a history student. So I don't know pay answers, but they are in books. So we are brand here, don't waste your time. Wherever you are, if you don't read, you will never become tough. You will never become strong. Your strength is your knowledge. Tuye kakabina usuna wa bana wa bama buna GR report it na bama bu amasa knowledge no ko. Ebe fio bia. Omo ba omo football twam no asa akọ. Omo ebe to the big rubber shock omo say ade na mfa ho bi ma. Da dia obehu se wanyini. E say ade pa first ba de bo hu na hu a hu uzo. Na is zero is what track. This is a fufuro.
Ema na nasa pon kasa na. Okay, inclusive. Nah, Kaza.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Obin, I think you shared that, but I mean we started follow around 2016-17 thereabouts. And I hold my name of medical school UCC.
Okay.
Now, a friend say, now, so I was hungry for information. Into a home UCC or library, be a friend some journal library. I mean, be president of a medical student association. Tamani or one, but you baby, no. Now, as a interest in the school, nene we know, nene yourself for name on who said, I didn't really like the passion. Now, mommy pursue medicine. Now, quite as I said, it was about to own something, ownership, to control something. But then, because we say surgeons were good, but then lecturers were good. Most of them were practicing. But then, class and I call ward rounds, clinical rotations, and that's it. How much inspire me. Apart from then on better, you say, I said, they had a lot in life that they were worrying about. Until my mister so there might be something wrong somewhere. Until one time be na me obi so na me tie this motivational YouTube fearless so. Until there was one time be I may share YouTube and na it was Robert Kiyosaki. And this Rich Dad Poor Dad conversation by. The ban is a click that area now me was crazy, but that information me tear that 3 minutes audio no about the summary of Rich Dad Poor Dad. I mean say that. I say I dear my so many years me I say now who to be about me move instantly. Until that area no quite crazy, no can me escape crazy no. Because we was
Instagram,
it I changing my brain now. When we say this is what I've been searching for over the years, but Afina Abba. In terms no me already know my prepare for quiz in area and it was a pharmacology quiz and I'm a coach.
Okay.
It's me buy and I'm yes or no, let me dig for more. And I'm starting. I'm starting to me the gear it's a bit almost said that be as I said me work campus no. Me study BB. Into a home and so na maybe president of our student association. All these years, I freshers in a bar, medical student freshers in a bar. I vendors and almost supply they stethoscope, lab coats, and those things. So for the first time, they be answer I delay. What is another alternative for you? Na this time around, delay now students in the bar will be in the package so that they can start their academic win and clinical win. And now quite say vendors and so no they be an freshers in the bar. Yedi sikano ansana yetio mo kansa no mo de nneoma na ba. During one a long vacation I'm sure that be. Na cut 2 weeks ye school and I'm yes okay. The only way I may say this time around with the school fees be for nneoma no. Na nneoma no ye we ya na ya yo enti me home na fee paying. UCC has always been fee paying even the regular way. Enti home na 12,500 as a medical student.
Okay.
Yes, Mrs. Yen, I'm sure. Stethoscope, no white coat, no laboratory coat, no white coat, 8,500. Na him fan a menya met me and Yasan your mawi. And Timeneme cousin bidding common. Also, Nanyon could be UK. Na ya discount man of be you. And women who is so immediate because of a cousin. Sending a scanner and you man by the minim.
Ama
Atiya. Office no.
This school fees, Send everybody of the name. And a banner, hey, students in Swaba, but just that Miami school fees and decoye. And pressure behind said that namiso, but pressure damn so say me register my courses in for that semester no. And at least I say with you 50%. Hey, and I'm here and the beer to me share Daniel. Into could do baby na say Nadam for no fracadam. And as I said, me find another solution.
wow.
It's another solution is na a home reno. And you man me find and anka me farmer. Ye department, medical school department no. But me say school no on a larger scale no so baby a more student ID card. Na ID card na you now ko replace. I bet you be 200 or 300 cedis. Let me dream when I say another solution could be say I can serve the whole school on a large scale. Tell them to them offer ID card holders in Ibi from Accra, Emma campus. And me year who search. Into me year who search na ID card ba could be a holder near about 80 pesos. And my name and call for be no more popular. And no more made from St. Augustine's College, Cape Coast. But no more popular. And I'm sure I can't be na meet me a leverage my relationship with them because no be any more in every hall or more.
Oh.
Into me no more in common. No so and your man emreba on be who can be you. Into first time me cry 1,000 pieces. 1,000 pieces, a buy, I did turn 80 pesos, You will say the cock round the crown, a testing market, even 2 city, 3 city crown no motor. Yes, I the call 4 city still no motor. It is okay. And yeah, be you. It within 3 days, near turn over 4,000 pieces.
Wow.
Yes. And the ban is and I'm to recover Sicano, and I'm to cut your school fees.
Wow.
But still, now, any department for laboratory coats in the stethoscope was still pending. na medin council ahye bo se me boa na ye de aba no mun se medin sika na e fund nti e ba na sa na afi de me call Kolebu Accra na me koshia vendors ni bi na me totokoi nti me totokoi ye no still I made a profit nti e ba na sa na chese afi ma fulfill promise no na afi so ma solve that need no ye tomo mo so enya problem bi en free ho nti with time no na me say oh why don't I launch a e-commerce website? And this was about 2018, 2019. To me launch a e-commerce website, and I may just say this time around, Anka UCC students will be a allied health professional program, be a medical program, be no, or anything related to medical supplies for students. They can Google it but me launch it we into me mission say website development because YouTube could see baby kaka me here na me launch na adeno sofa into me to domain ni sa no money nyina into me or lectures room I do how once when you call from Accra obi was of or product I dey me here for UCC locality na Accra for ne Kumasi for free. It's a take class and no be afraid. And at this time round, it was not even students, it was hospitals calling for some product. Now me who said, oh no, this could be a niche. So why don't I develop it? Into a year na me pay will be so in developing professional website, man. And if I should develop a professional website, you know. I think say on domain 1 year. Into expire na say updating on so me honi bi. Eti me tap will be full for a year we na COVID hit into COVID hit and how na ye be ye friend say house mansion.
Yeah.
Enti course in the ban eba. And even before COVID, ye declare a friend say lockdown Ghana no. Now COVID no, I think it was 2019 about other countries. I think the public health and Ministry of Health was making preparation. But because in my launch website, I was getting calls for digital thermometers, sanitizers, and those items. And Mami who trained and said, no, this is what is going to happen because a home and I'm here drop shipping. And me cotton money free, we are not cost supply. And thermometer guns, you know, starting it on 80 cedis. Okay, then following week, mommy be fresh, we have 40 pieces. Miss Alco be 80 cedis, go to 80 cedis. What is happening? Until the 40 pieces in the almost saying here another 20. Your choir do 350. Until this time round, you know. Now a home, yes, I bet your school fees. And now with the school fees, you know, costs your money in a free vendor no ho nyina
story
because free vendor no
I was on your doctor
because a home now me did this American entrepreneurship no echiache.
That's right.
And after so no before come be medical school, me didn't come medical laboratory because now me apply me medicine straight. And as a trainer, me medicine, because as interest, you know, a coffee. Because I wanted to take that challenge because no more say medicine young found here. So I was just I now me a challenge. So I just wanted to taste it. And me tasting, I was say, is that all there is in medicine? Mami uti ya beje parani keke no. Eti eba ne sana medi misika nyina kwasesa thermometer guns no. And a home na nanado declare lockdown. They no more declare lockdown na almost everyone was calling me for because home na feel me who trend into me that a customize a website for thermometer guns, sanitizers, and because me who the symptoms of me read about the symptoms of COVID and what instrument they will need more. Into everything. Into me said that some more search engine optimization. It will be a Google. The website was popping out on the first page of Google. Into time and your money almost started some more inflated price, you know. Not just say minimum sources in that baby as I say here biano na makoje na makost supply near there. Into a home reno na still crying yeah housemanship or interbeting or Cape Coast. But now some of our colleagues no more at omo no more akra. Into yes and minimum meat fully be from SS no omo kwaje nyoma no normal cost supplies. Long story short, the do baby na banks ni nyina close nti sika yenye free lockdown no more home ni nyina na isa banks na close o munye adwumanti na me gentleman or running runs in the two no. It was about 280 something thousand. Nti now say now the banks will resume. Nti adetia obi abetumi akọ bank ni ade. I think now saying 3 days before Ade beti na all this kana kwatu one or say akronfo bo no mo be wi sika no. Oh.
Frekada.
Enti e ba le sana be say omo be wi sika no he fa no so omo fie na be say okay. No omo to da command. Na be say okay no problem. Enti omo be wi sika no. Enti die biem na mo fa o say e ne phone na be say o phone no dia frame me a o ne make us. O say oh oh no dear. This is a cook story. But during the COVID, you know, my first car me toy was through the COVID. Wow. And me to me to car as a houseman, a friend is a clinician. And you know that was about 40,000 Ghana cedis. And you do baby na after me who said me catch a guy and say no call report to police station. And what they call Dakuma police station. Dakuma police station or they call you know. After me follow case na e could do we na kweye say onu ni sika na ira na onu akoye no report. And you know omuntu me take swift action bia on him. And they do baby na because okay if this is the case then me sika on ho no mo. Or that me say from for befa. Me nyin enti no me person me criminalize the case no nti ekọ na afi de menya case kakra na almost started say na bushua 4 years almost patch on here nti edu we bi no mo gitu mu say on betua omo ame payment plan nti omo ekodu be bi no omo tia the first month no mo tia about 15,000 second month omo be patch or third month omo be patch o sika bi no na me so interest because that me who say there was machine bibia near me to do creative with me say these are part of the lessons and you know make me as a febia and eba na sa no I had no other option than to sell the car that I was using me talk no 40,000 Ghana cedis me turn about 36,000 to me turn here na me dey beje shop or spinters. And now this time round, me yes housemanship on the crowd no. Me I maybe have a trans shop on them. My dad is entrepreneur on also with businesses.
That's right.
And now you go school in no catch there say me and ya adwen say we na ban bia be free adwuma. And I've been in boarding house throughout my life since at the age of 9. Wow. But me na menya message in intem, I'm for message in intem. Enti ono no wan say that nkase ko anamenko, but on my guidelines says a business no be ya ye no kware mu. Na Emma Wanimre. And was I catch them say it's science says I'm both passionate about the medicine and the business, you know. Also do when you shirt for my bakobo. And you know it's either say I would defer and go and do the business or continue the program, then we are no who they may. And see, a home and I call me HOD Hawker catcher and said, me perceive me quay business, and also jam all about them. Oh, yeah, business na uya ubesidenya certificates. And see, me neka no was one penny, and me na or frame na department ni baby, but I was one of the leading students as I say organizer. Nti a no frame say common am need na still me join am say yeah because as a some common ba me mo na me da kwa me ntumi na me call class I could not participate. Me who say that was a call and I say me call. But essence on mom and was okay. So be kwa there you can also defer on the notes okay business. Just okay so yare. On medical notes. No, I'm so okay. Medical notice, you have to submit medical reports. Enti eba nesano na SSF me fa another so bit me financial difficulty. And most of my colleagues that knew me know say there's no way where I'm coming from, not too rich, but not also too bad. It's you know how the financial way beko. Enti me the financial excuse ni koye na me try letter koye no. Oma approve letter no koye na me free campus. Enti eba na sa no. Na omo be start end of sem exams. And director of academics. Me ho no number be frame. Enti no ma try first paper na wi. No one so enya letter no. No be say when time ben exams in the and I'm so exams no quite you. And also so when you left and say me person me differ because of financial difficulty. But what share me portal no. I'm an A student. Enti on pese me ko enti no on pese o tia me school fees no for the rest of you. And I'm say enti me come out me say na so me the school fees there and can no problem. And I'm a man excuse say me wonu me share that car say me wonu bi wo ho no mo a be tre a ye ma me ewu agya enti kwaya me fa say me kra me tena o mo kra no minimum how they will survive. And I was say original phone so I say he will take care of them too. Enti o catch him say me man feedback watch na. Say na me man feedback in there minimum. Enti me dum phone no be 1 week into one freemium. And I'm about a best business not. It's a long story short. The person making and said next month I'm opening my own hospital on the Spinters Road, and I went back for the certificate after me best setting up business. It was up and down, but because of structured systems that we put in place and all that, and I have one big showroom on the Spinters Road. We deal with medical supplies. We have a professional website. We've done a lot of works. All the track records are there. It's me person me cast and be coach. It's Mr. Obe next month or latest by May. Ebia about to suffer more. And Mr. Kankam, Madam for partner Professor Timothy. He was my classmate in SHS.
Oh, okay, Tim.
Yeah. Exactly,
Wow.
yeah. So this has been the story. And see, Tama,
name of the hospital.
The name will be Max Sapon Medical.
Max Sapon Medical.
Yeah, my name is Nana Sapon.
Bishop said, I want to support you with insurance. I don't know what that means. Say, I don't know what that means.
Yeah. So I went back, sat down for the licentials, and I passed through. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. But even with this hospital, still I cannot sit in one corner to prescribe paracetamol and those kind of things. And what I'll be doing is because now So I will just be coordinating with the team members. I still want to expand because I feel that there is more to do in Africa, or especially in Ghana. So, and I don't know anything that I can do apart from entrepreneurship. So
That's it.
That has been the life for me so far, and I haven't traveled to anywhere apart from Ghana. I haven't traveled anywhere. In fact, I have cousins, I have brothers outside. Sometimes because now they go for country no pay. But omoka na masro mitru say momunim de ekoso.
Hey. Website need to say
www.maxapomedicalsupplies.com.
Okay.
And me person me show books are reading since me person me the 2 videos so that
okay.
Don't know whether you can see.
Yeah.
These are all books that I've been reading.
Wow.
Can you see?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a video cassette first. No?
Yeah. So I don't remember the last time I watched this TV. Maybe 2023. I don't put it for. It's all about books. So Mr. Obi, I have all your books here.
Wow.
Yeah. Then I have more. In fact, the crowd me other apartment. Yeah. So this has been the life for me, and I'm most grateful.
Wow.
Somebody can you. Thank you so much. Somebody can. Continuous learning. Yeah. Somebody can. Still ready.
Nana, send a message.
If I show you, Mr. Obi, they'll send me a video. So
yeah.
They'll send me videos. Okay, me send you a message.
I can say Nana support here. I will see. Wow.
This is impressive. Timo's say
Timo or Indiana.
Timo. Yeah.
Now also person be invest and I'm say oh since here there Nisi condition no onye this condition omo no ho no oye ready no also be start your brabo no so no professor no o take risk also.
Yeah, we see we just proposal for another master.
That's 70. At you just
we just professor.
Okay.
Okay.
Which way in the prof no in the masters?
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, can you name some of the books for us? First of all, Wakawan also Mr. Obi books in number 1.
Mr. Obi books in Mr. The Power of Now.
That's right.
Think like a billionaire by Trump. How to get rich, Trump. Cash flow quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
Real estate advantages, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's Garrett. Yeah. Fake, Robert Kiyosaki. Who Stole My Pension? Robert Kiyosaki. Other People's Money, Michael A. Lecter. Blue Ocean Strategy, W. Chan Kim. Richest Man in Babylon, George S. Clason. How to Talk to Anyone, Anytime, Anywhere, Larry King. Emotional Intelligence, Daniel Goleman. Expert Secrets, Russell Brunson. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Yes. Giant of Enterprise, Richard S. Tedlow. Wow. Brandon 101, Trump. A students work for C students, Robert Kiyosaki. This is marketing.
Work for student.
Yeah. This is marketing, said Godwin.
That's right.
Common stocks and uncommon profit, Philip A. Fisher.
Wow.
Millionaire teacher. Then I have some books on Midas Touch, Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. One person I also follow a lot is Grant Cardone because of real estate. Grant Cardone. Yeah, and the 48 laws of power.
Now, until we are now, your doctor.
Well, my family, all my brothers, we all have health background.
Okay.
And my dad is also a doctor.
Okay.
And now, doctor, we know, me want to say, yeah. I say, quiet, I say, because we thought that we are doing and I think that most of us went into that because of job security. But even with my brothers and sisters, almost all my dream is, but I think that they are not so because me want to say the moment you have this the degree or the certificate, I say we are too comfortable because you think you can go and look for job. And so what helped me say, man, we na me build the first. Na me we call back.
Okay.
Because I said now say omo say ubia want to near. I say the omo person be work bibisa. It na me say some me yam no money je. And yes say because me want to say there's more life than say obeka say mama uti ya beje para. So na me want to say SSM me dey my brabo and right now because of the hospital yes me want to say I can serve on a larger scale than say obi ba be to in one corner na ma serve or may attend to maybe 20 patients ma take your history. Right now, once the facility is launched and open, we can serve about 50 clients in a day. But I'm your doctor now. How many clients can I serve? Because to take a history and diagnose a patient, averagely 20-25 minutes. You see, until how until it means that every 1 hour piano, you can just attend to just 2 patients. But with the system being put in place, we can serve a larger number of people, and this is impact. Though the profit part is just a reward, but the real impact is the clinical treatment, the therapeutic treatment that will be given to the patient.
Wow.
And the only thing that inspires me is when I see a company, when I see businesses. That's the only thing that inspires me. If it's not about business, if it's not about entrepreneurship, me want to say kasa no ye do. Anytime I see so and so limited, so and so group of companies, this venture, those are the things that inspire me. The JP Morgan, those guys, Andrew Carnegie, like the way they build their steel and the Standard Oil companies, and even in Ghana, we going say kill for every 100 meters, be able to kill for iron rods and cement, KKP Pra, those businesses. You see real estate, residential, commercial, you see supermarkets. Like it inspires me a lot. You say, okay, who actually sat down to put these things together and solve the problem? So I think the more we can solve a lot of problems, I think we'll be doing what God wants done, because I don't think God wants people to be sick or suffer miserably. So since God does not want people even to be sick or to suffer, creating hospitals, creating supermarkets where people can get food to buy and eat and groceries and all that, I think we are doing most work of God.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, you're a tough one.
Yeah.
Because you're on a different thinking level.
That's right.
Yeah. Because I think for the past 8-9 years, there hasn't been a single day that I don't talk about money or I don't make money. Every single day. Something there should be a notification either on Momo or bank alert, or I should be negotiating or closing a deal. That has been my life for the past 8 years.
Obi say when him the home, what krodom. This can be good.
But the interesting part is it's not just money coming in, it's money coming in as a reward for solving a problem.
An issue, yes.
And no kind of man way because I don't know from a lot of peace.
Wow.
That's it. That's it. We the kind of thing na upon show. Upon story that emane fe say na you come say continuous learning. You know, we see a continue. But you say this is something my ba. Yes. I say the be over. I say the be ready. You know. And then I can say if you were medical book back and run business books
When they come book you do consulting room.
Okay. Amazing.
Yeah. You were there. Let me say let me see because I enjoy for the last year and some of can and I inspire me for we justify the idea Mr. Meya can say sikane de o si ekusia emfa ho we den a eno ho so ekusia ska to be anko money laws seminar to make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. And we see next time.